And on the dash, glued to the dash, was a miniature, real as fuck, alligator head painted white.
No, I think it was an albino alligator, wasn't it?
It was just painted white.
It's fucking skull.
Dead. It's
Why would
it's dead, isn't it? What, how the fuck do you know if it's on Mike?
what?
All right, here we go.
Mitch, drink the electrolyte.
Go away.
And there we are. Welcome to THR Texas Hot Ride. I got ahead of myself on that one. Now we can continue.
Where did you get that at?
I got my ways. I got my ways.
Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
You didn't know about that?
Everybody but
No.
him
Oh,
remembers
shit,
that.
So when was this?
Yeah, that.
Oh my god.
I love it.
You had to say the story.
So I'm assuming we're drinking.
No,
Who's we?
we don't do that.
Sure.
You probably don't remember that either.
That's probably right. That's probably right.
It was you and Bill
Yo, were we? Where were we at?
at your house dropping you off.
How old is that video? Or I'm sorry, that.
I
that
feel
4
like
weeks. 4 weeks. About a
4
month.
weeks
Yeah.
old, maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You really
100%.
don't remember that?
Mitch, we were coming home late one night, and
Okay.
you were highly intoxicated.
That's not like me at all.
and
Yeah.
I don't know. You were bitching about something, and you needed electrolytes.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah.
There you go. Water, electrolytes. I mean, shit.
So I just started yelling at you to drink electrolytes.
Well, apparently I didn't want to. So,
It was 3:00 in the morning in your neighborhood.
and now we have a podcast. So here we are.
Okay.
Here we
We've
are.
made it.
So starting off, well, everybody has a drink in their hand. So I guess we're still on the same page.
Yep.
Waters.
It's a nice drink for
Like
you.
waters. Okay. All right.
Should we have like a formal introduction? Like,
Yeah. So welcome to THR After Hours, or Texas Hot Rides After Hours. I'll, I guess, introduce everybody individually. To my right, I got Bill.
Hi.
What would you say you do here?
No.
You don't know.
No.
He just
No, I
slacks
just-
off, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. Will, photography. Mitch, I don't know what he does. Fidel, sales. Luis, sales. And I'm just a tourist. So
Here we go.
there you go.
The host.
His name's Carl.
the host,
Yes.
Carl.
He's a
Indeed.
Harley guy.
Yeah.
I am a Harley guy.
He's the
Hey,
Harley guy.
Bill is too, man. I want to remind everybody about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh.
Congrats.
Let's just go ahead and get that out there,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
to
that's
start
it.
it
All
off.
right. So.
What a homo.
There it is.
All right. So.
You can't do that, dude.
Yeah, I can.
No.
Yes, I can.
This is
Is this a morning
shit
radio show? What is that?
This is gonna be a shit show.
So what kind of Harley did Bill buy?
Yeah,
He
I-
bought a 2020 or 21 Street Bob.
Oh, that's pretty okay.
He bought it because he liked the color.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Hey, Bill, what color was it?
What's it called, bro? Is it
Fastback blue.
Fastback blue. There we
Fast
go.
black blue.
Fast
Fast
back.
black blue.
That's a perfect introduction
Yeah.
to Mitch right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect
Yeah.
introduction
There
to
you
Mitch.
go.
You'll hear a lot of that. A lot of that.
So fastback blue, which is basically, when a fastback comes to mind, it's like a Mustang, right? A fastback, and then they're putting
Sure.
that on a Harley,
Uh-huh.
It's
I mean-
grabber blue.
basically grabber blue. Yeah,
Mhm.
with some pearl in it, I guess.
That's right.
I'm assuming.
Mhm.
There is no pearl in it.
There's no pearl in it.
It's more like a billiard color.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. Well, blue is your color, so I'm glad you bought it.
Thanks,
Are you-
man.
Are you enjoying it?
I've driven it once.
Okay.
I think it has less than 100 miles, right?
Rode it
Yeah,
once, I
I think
guess
so.
I should say.
He's had it for like
Where's
2
it
months.
at?
In my garage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it took
It's
a
a
lot.
garage queen.
It took a lot for him to come out of the closet on the Harley.
I'm sad I've never seen it.
Well, somebody spilled the beans.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Appreciate that. Shout out.
Yeah, baby mama. Baby mama, shout out.
Baby mama, shout out.
All right, so got a couple questions from the interwebs. Let's see which one we got first.
I'm a little nervous for this.
What was your favorite car that you sold at THR?
Ooh, that's a
That's a good one.
That's a very good one.
Mitch,
Yeah.
like, it started off, Mitch.
You know,
I
feel
mean,
like you
I
have
think
some good
I've.
I mean, okay, so being in business from 2009 now, we've gone over what 10,000 cars. To pick just one would be really tough. Ooh, that is tough. We've had 8 Carrera GTs. We've had 3 918s. Porsche Singer. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be tough. Lamborghini twin turbo, a bunch of Gallardos. We just got our first Aventador actually, which I think was kind of crazy. Whoa, Bill.
Wow.
Whoa. We're trying to get this going. But honestly, I think the Porsche Singer would be the most unique, the most custom, most rare.
So you would say that would be your favorite?
I think so too. I mean, 1.135 million. That's a
So that's yours.
that's a solid.
That's a solid choice.
A solid
But-
choice.
Bill over there struggling big time.
This dude's losing it over here.
What would be your favorite, Bill?
He loves Hondas. This was how we had a
any
Honda
car that
SI.
makes money.
That's
Any
it.
car that makes
That's
money.
it.
Well,
That's
we'll
it.
take that.
That's fair.
Any car that makes money.
Well, we do have our photographer here. He has pictured probably over
I don't like any cars.
10,000 cars.
Hold on a serious note, I guess more I'd
What?
say
Dude, I'm about to say more ginger.
He is a ginger.
more genuinely.
That you are,
More
but-
genuinely. I don't know, rare. If it's rare and it's got a story and it's
Well, what's
Yeah,
the
those
most
are definitely
rare?
better cars.
What's the most rare car
Ooh, shit.
that you photographed?
that's a good question.
We've
I
had
mean,
a few one-of-ones.
Yeah, we've had several.
Yeah, several one-on-ones.
Favorite?
Man, I don't know. I'd have to think about that question for a little bit to offer an honest answer.
Maybe we'll come back to that one.
Will, what do you think?
I don't like cars.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
tired of looking at 'em.
There you go. There you
Dude,
go.
Don't
Been, been shooting cars for how long?
We're on a car podcast.
I know.
Yeah, I love cars. No, fuck cars.
Will's automatically
I
a
love
villain.
I love photoing cars. I don't like looking at them anymore.
There you go.
I'm
Wow.
over
There you go. It takes the takes the spice out of it, but I still like cars.
Wow.
Yep.
But
Sorry.
you know, we have Luis over here. He's been in the business.
I feel like
for
we'll
a
get a
while
good
now.
answer from Luis.
There you go.
Yeah.
Luis. What are you thinking, man?
That's a tough one,
You
dude.
know? Average 28-year-old in Dallas,
Didn't
Texas.
at Frisco?
Oh, Frisco. Sorry.
Yeah, get it right.
Frisco,
Yeah.
Texas.
Hey,
I would
Hey.
probably say something that was pretty badass. I would say is the didn't we have Chris Brown's Viper?
Wide
Yeah.
body Viper.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Wide body
That was pretty
Viper.
cool.
008, I believe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
08 wide body Viper,
Hardtop.
three-piece wheels. Yeah,
I didn't
All
even
nine
know
yards.
you
I
had
think that was pretty sick. I'll never forget that car.
Dude, I don't know what's going on over here. We're trying to have a fun conversation over here. We're just losing it over here.
You should have seen Will's face when he opened that can of beer. He tried to underneath the table somewhere and pick
Look
the
how
microphones
ready he
went and
is.
picked
Look
it
how
up.
ready he is, bro.
Oh my god.
Fidel, you've been here.
Fidel,
Fidel,
yeah.
you've been here
Yeah.
now.
Oh, you're the newest guy.
6 months.
Yeah,
No,
sorry
about 6 months.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Man, honestly, that is a hard question. I honestly don't know. I mean,
we have an Aventador behind us. We have
That is
several
sick.
GTRs. We have track edition GTRs. We have Cullinans. What are you thinking?
man, I really do like this
The
Aventador.
Aventador is pretty
Yeah.
cool. I didn't like the transmission. I'm going to be honest with you. I felt like I was driving a 2005
E-gear?
Gallardo.
Oh,
E-gear.
yeah.
Man, that Singer was pretty sick.
The Singer
It
was
was.
cool.
Yeah.
Singer was
Yeah.
That was definitely top 3 at least for
Yeah.
me. That was such a special car.
The 918s, I think, have been
Those
on
were
the
pretty
top
cool.
of my list too.
Yeah, that was the
that's-
first I guess hypercar you could consider that I had ever driven.
You can consider that a hypercar?
It's a
Oh,
7-figure
100%.
car.
That is a
You got it.
seven-figure
I feel
car.
like
Does that
you cross
consider
into
a
7
hypercar?
figures. That's yeah.
Okay. I thought performance.
I mean, it's definitely like
I thought that was performance based.
I thought that was.
Yeah, I
performance-based.
think yeah.
a
I think
918
you're
is not
right.
performance based.
Well, because you can have some sort of like.
I thought you were talking about a Singer.
Yeah, me too.
Oh no, I'm
No,
talking. I was talking
918
about
is
the
100%
918.
Yeah,
hypercar,
19 is
yes.
100% a hypercar. Absolutely.
Yeah, the Singer's in
Absolutely.
its own class.
Oh, I agree.
mean that.
100%.
God,
100%.
we when we got it to Carmel, we were unloading it, and every nut and bolt on that thing was brand new.
Oh yeah.
And
No.
it just they had all the marks.
I thought you were
everything
about
that
to
was-
say they were loose.
That it's not a TRX.
Well, actually, the AC was subpar, but
Oh
That-
my
it
God.
was
apparently
subpar.
the AC was subpar.
If you're in California, who cares?
yeah, right.
Yeah,
Some
nobody
sort
has
of
AC in
windows.
California.
Man, that was a special car.
And
That
the
was
new
pretty
owner
cool.
called us. He's like, "Hey man, the AC's just not blowing that cold." I'm like, "Yeah,
Oh, no
I
way.
know,
Welcome to California.
I know." We had a brand new car, had 100 miles on it, so
Over $1 million.
over $1 million. But
Crappy-
who needs air
crappy AC?
conditioning? Who needs air
No.
conditioning?
If you live in
California.
Texas, that's like number 1.
That's right.
Thanks, Singer.
Thanks, Singer. Yeah.
Shout out, Singer.
Singer.
They
They
might
fixed
might
it.
send a letter of cease and
No, they made
desist.
it
after
right.
that one.
100%.
All right,
made it
Carl,
It's
hit
happened before.
us with another question.
All right. So Rap BYT says worst experience with car buyer.
Oh,
Ooh, that's your Viper story right there.
Ooh, that's a
That would
good
say
one.
that's
Yeah.
probably up there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
It was forced by.
Yeah. So a gentleman calls me out of California, and he's like, "Hey, I'm interested in your Viper." I'm like, "That's great. I'm going to fly in. I'd like to look at it." So we have a one-owner, 8,000-mile hardtop, original tires still on it, and it's sitting in our showroom. And he's like, "Man, I'll pay cash for it. I got to have it."
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
Sounds good. He's like, "I just
Yeah.
want to drive around the block," and I'm like, "All right, this vehicle has no traction control, over 500 horsepower. I mean, you just got to be really careful." Well, after I said that, we went airborne about 7 feet in the air, came down in a ditch, avoided a pretty big wall, which was nice, and totaled the car. Luckily, I walked away, but yeah,
With a head injury, bro.
a little bit. I lost my glasses somewhere, but I found them.
I've always questioned you
Well,
after
then
that.
the
day.
cop showed up,
He was
to do the
retarded
whole
before.
report, and he's like, "Well, he never told me the car was going to do this,"
Oh
and I
my
was
God.
like, "It's a Dodge Viper, no traction control, 500 horsepower. It's going to do that." So
She gonna skirt.
yeah, so we totaled the Viper on the test drive. So
She
obviously,
gonna skirt.
so found it on Copart's website.
What was his besides the? He basically told you to fuck off.
Basically, yeah.
Immediately
basically.
after.
He told me it was immediately my fault because he smashed the gas in second gear,
Yeah.
and we ended up in a ditch.
You didn't.
So-
You didn't go like hang a one of those warning tags from the
No,
gas
I did
pedal?
not. No, I didn't. I didn't have a brake
How
pedal on
dare
my
you.
side
That's your
either.
fault.
So
So
Mitchell.
Carrollton PD
Mitchell,
ended up.
how
Carrollton
dare
PD
you.
ended up coming right. What did they say?
Oh yeah, no. So Carrollton PD showed up, and he's like, "Hey man, this guy's from California. He came in just to drive a car, and here we are." So I think he gave him a couple tickets, and then he
Super
went back to
thorough
California.
investigation.
He didn't want to give us a police report, and obviously that was something we needed. I had to when I showed up, I had to I don't know, sort of force the guy.
Basically.
like, hey, dude, this is going to be a problem. I need
Right.
a fucking police report.
So moving
was
on
an
from there.
interesting one.
So we no longer test drive Vipers, which is probably a good thing.
All right.
What was that?
That was a scooter.
That was scooter. that guy.
I thought that was
pin.
I thought that was like a
Pin.
sound effect. I was
Me
like,
too.
wait, what's the sound effect we got?
Kind of sounded like one.
That's funny. But
I would say, yeah, but I would say that was
That
a
was a
rough
good
day
one.
for you, Mitch.
Yeah, no,
I will
absolutely.
say that.
One.
That was a
Absolutely.
word. Yeah, that's a
So-
rough day.
That guy was a fucking asshole.
that would really absolutely.
Just a heads up,
absolutely.
this is not a family-friendly show.
I hope that guy's watching
If
this.
you haven't figured that
He
out,
might be. He might be.
You're a piece of shit.
podcast.
All right. Is there another story that comes to mind?
Ooh.
There's so many.
You have any?
There has to be like 2 or 3 that are like at the very top. There's just
I feel like I
so.
could talk about these topics all day until I'm put on spot.
No, absolutely, absolutely. So the most surprising sale I think I've done in a while
Was also on a Viper.
was also on a Viper. So a Viper ACR Extreme, right? Those were like what brand new. They were like what 160.
60,
Yeah, we're
170.
160.
And now they're just like $250,000.
yeah,
just
you get the
went
right
nuts.
one, right color
All day.
combo. Yeah.
So I
Three-
got,
300 grand.
I got a random phone call out of like Kansas, right, middle of nowhere.
Kansas, Kentucky,
And he's
something
like,
like
"Man,
that.
I want a Viper." And I was like, "I'm gonna sell you.
how's that go?
I want a Viper." You
All
know?
right.
So I was like, "Yeah, absolutely, man." We'll talk about it. He's like, "Man, just tell me about the car." I'm like, tell him all about the Arrow and how cool it was. And he's like, "Oh, it's an ACR." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "What's that?" I'm like, that's their track edition, So you take it to the tracks, that Arrow on it, different suspension, etc. He's like, "Man, I gotta have it. Send me your wiring instructions." So I sent him out my wiring instructions. Cool. People show up, and
You don't hear from them. I think it's
No.
for like what 4 days
yeah,
or
no,
something.
I got the wire. I got the wire like 3 days after, and they show up, and they're both wearing SpongeBob SquarePants T-shirts. I'm not joking. I have
And
the
the
picture.
girl had PJs on, or
She
did
had-
he have PJs on?
no
the
he-
ripped PJs.
No, yeah, no. She was wearing some, PJ bottoms with a SpongeBob SquarePants top, smoking her
backpack, yeah.
Marlboro Red.
Have to.
In the rain. In the rain. And we're on, the ACR comes with what stock, like what? The Michelin
The Cup
ACR
2s or whatever.
The Cup
Oh no, they
2s.
have their own.
Tires,
No, they have
yeah.
their own tires.
But they're like Cup 2s. You do not
Yeah,
want to
similar.
drive it. You don't want to drive it in the rain. But
Right.
he's like, man, this thing's sweet. And, and sure enough, man, he shows up, both cigarettes in their mouth. They don't even know what a Viper is. And they drive off in their new ACR.
Wow.
So kind of a surprising story. So you
Yeah.
never judge a book by its cover.
Never.
Obviously.
Have you heard back from that customer?
Yes. He called me back.
So he didn't die on the way home.
No, he
Oh,
called
okay.
me back 2 years later. The pandemic, car prices just went crazy.
He
right?
wanted to sell it back.
And he's like, man, I want to sell it back. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he has. Let's see, see what he's got.
Rip it.
And I told him, like, man, what do you want for it? You paid,
Oh my God.
before the pandemic, the car was worth like 140, 150, and now after the pandemic, it's like, oh man, I need $250,000. I'm like, wow, I already have a dealer.
He
who wanted to
learned
give
real
me-
quick.
Yeah, so I was like, man, I wouldn't give you a quarter, but I'd give you like 200, which you're making 40 grand than what you paid for it. And sure enough, I didn't get the car. He sold it to somebody else, but that was a surprising, story.
Now he knows what ACR is.
Now he knows what an ACR is. So, absolutely.
Yeah. I'll never forget that one. When they walked through that door, I was like, borderline called Carrollton PD.
Yeah,
because
dude,
it was.
it was bad.
It was. Oh yeah.
It was bad.
So, Will, you handle the Google reviews, right?
Sure.
What is the worst Google review we've ever received?
Ooh.
My favorite was that lady who handled it for her son. Remember that?
Oh, was it for the 07 GT500?
No, it's for a Mustang.
Yeah, the drive shaft.
Yeah. That. Oh,
No,
Oh, that was
she,
like-
she was complaining about tires at first, and window tint and everything. But I out lawyered her. Do you remember that? She was
Out
she was a
lawyered
fucking
her. Here we
lawyer.
go.
Do you remember that? Holy crap!
no, I don't remember that one.
How old was it?
That was not that long. I was here for that. It was a red Mustang, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a red Mustang.
Yeah.
That was the drive shaft.
It was
That
like- it was
where
like-
he
it was
walked
like-
in with the
Remember she
piece of
called,
drive
she was
shaft.
coming.
Yeah.
You had to tell her to go back
Wait,
home.
so Fidel, is this your deal?
I think so. With the it was
No,
a trade in.
you
No,
weren't
no,
here
you
yet.
weren't here yet.
Oh.
No, this
That was like that. It was a modified Mustang.
Yeah, this
And
is-
the
this
kid
was,
like just
It was an 09 GT500.
That was
That's
one of
what it
my
was.
favorite days I've ever had in my entire
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. He.
So we went back and forth in the comments, just constantly she would try and one up me, and I'm like, no, you're wrong.
Nope, you're wrong.
He. Yeah. He. I don't know. We
And then he
found
did
out
it
he
around
was.
the parking lot.
Yeah. He
And I
John
got it on
forced
video.
it. He John forced it.
That
out
was
of
the
here.
GT500 then, right?
And, yeah,
Yep,
and they
that
told
was
us.
the GT500. Yeah.
They told us that car had never seen over 3,000 RPMs. And it
He
was
was,
literally.
he was doing red line launches at the
It
track.
was literally banging off the rev
Yeah.
limiter.
And he's
had
at the track
and
all
had
night.
a fucking track number on the side of it when they sent us pictures.
Wow.
Dude.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
That was
pretty
That
funny.
that reminds me of way back in the day. We had an 03 Cobra.
Dude, that's the first one.
Yeah, the guy said he was driving it,
70
Or
miles
he's-
an hour.
or was he backing out of his driveway?
No, he was driving on the highway at 70 miles an hour.
and his just differential
Just
exploded. Yeah, which is pretty common on those Terminators.
And he put, yeah, 03 Cobra, independent
Long
rear
story
suspension.
short, we managed to find the videos of him at the street races in Garland, just beating
banging
the
it off
fuck
the red limiter,
out of this
just
car
launching it,
over and over and over and over again. And we
which it held up pretty well in my opinion.
it did. It did.
For
Yeah.
for the times he did
I
it.
mean, that was
you
pretty
know.
solid. And so we confronted him about that after, he went off on us. And he got really quiet. And then we just said, hey, dude, just be honest with us. We don't mind helping you find,
A shop to
a
fix it,
solution for this.
Absolutely.
And we ended up getting them hooked up to get it fixed. But, yeah, we get a lot of people that will, I don't know. We get I was backing out on my driveway, or I was
Absolutely.
I was in sixth gear at 60 miles an hour, minding my own business, and my differential grenade.
But
we get that.
I
pretty
did
common.
keep the diff cover.
We still have that.
Yep.
Just for memorabilia.
It's
you
in your
know.
office, right?
Yeah, no, I look
nice.
at it every day. And
It's a
I show customers. I'm like, hey,
Don't
Just-
be, don't be
just-
stupid.
This is what
just
happens.
going 70 miles an hour down the highway. This is what happens.
Stop fucking around.
Yeah.
We
Exactly.
sell. I mean, we sell performance stuff.
You
Shit
know.
happens. It is what it is.
They
It's
are
just
race cars.
It's just the name of the
some
game.
honesty goes a long ways. We do our best to take care of our customers. That's for sure.
That's right. So I've been around for what? Is it 14 years?
No.
Are we
Oh,
at
no.
12.
It's a long time, dude.
12? No, we're not 12.
It's
13.
We
13
started
years.
in
There you
09.
go. It's
Oh,
on
no.
video.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
no.
All right, we're subpar at math.
Yikes.
All right.
All right, Carl.
It's
Next
just
one.
subpar at math.
Next question. So let's see. Danzan Banyas Z4. Yeah,
Whoa.
that's a very long.
That's long.
Good shout out.
I think
Yeah,
he's
good
got a
shout out.
Beamer.
So he's asking. He's asking. Talk about what separates normal dealerships to specialized ones like yours.
Ooh.
This one doesn't suck.
That's
Well,
a loaded
no,
question.
no.
Those are less the pain.
That's an easy question.
I mean,
you've got a lot of new car stores that don't know what they're buying, that buy this type of inventory.
Right.
I think the number one separating key factor is just experience and knowledge on your product, right?
I was going to say, we know what's actually
true.
on the car and what's going to
Yeah.
do if you do that modification, you know?
Yeah,
Or
I think
just-
I've gotten a bunch of people who come in and they're like, dude, I just went to this local Chevy store. I got a Cam Camaro I was looking at, and the sales guy and manager just had absolutely zero clue what was going on with the car and why it sounded the way it did. I mean, they
Right.
come here and they're like, damn, y'all know y'all's shit, you
Right.
know?
That's,
Yeah.
that's, I guess that's the difference between everybody else, you
Yeah.
know?
Knowledge is power.
Oh, yeah.
Knowledge is power.
Can you shoot the star across the?
Yeah,
Right. The more you know.
I hope so.
If you had to start from the ground up, what would you do differently, and how would you start?
Oh.
Absolutely nothing.
Buy
No.
all the Honda fucking Civic
Yeah.
SIs, all of the Acura
All the Type Rs.
GSRs.
Yeah,
and
no
Type
shit.
Rs.
Yeah, stop. Like never sell a car until 2020.
Right. No shit.
Like, fuck.
No shit. Everything
dude.
doubled and tripled, you know?
But on a more serious note, I'd probably never hire Mitchell.
That's,
Yeah.
hey.
We'd have like
Yikes.
our reviews.
Do you
would
know?
be
Do you know who I am? All right. Do you understand who I am?
Apparently, you're just an
Clip
average
that.
The road.
Yeah,
used
we
he's
got
an average-
We just
he's
got
an
a
average
review.
car salesman.
Yeah, I just got a review and some
5
guy-
stars. 5 stars.
5 stars, but they're like, hey,
Average car
Mitchell is a
salesman?
great guy. He's an average sports car salesman. I didn't even know what to say to that. Like, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing?
How many times have you heard either someone at Auto Park or RPM have a customer come in and complain exactly about
me.
Mitchell?
Yeah. So a lot of customers come in and they're like, man, I got to drive this supercharged Camaro. I'm like, well, that's great. We're going to go through some things before we test drive it, you know, and some people like it.
Y'all
some
can
things-
thank the guy from California with the Viper for that. by the way.
Exactly, right. Just jumping in and wanting to test drive an 800 horsepower car. I mean, there's some things we got to do before we do that. And, you know, Auto Park and, you know, RPM, great companies. But, you know, they can let anyone jump in that and just...
Delete this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
That's, yeah.
That's not where I was hoping it would go, but
No, delete that part.
Yeah.
We're not
gonna
doing
start
Dude,
that.
something.
what was the question again? I totally forgot.
Oh my
Man,
god.
fuck
What
our
separates us from the rest of them?
Oh, okay.
No, it's what separates us from like
Mainstream,
normal
yeah.
mainstream. Yeah.
I also think about like, I mean, the paperwork is pretty quick here, dude. I mean, you can straight up be
That's
in and
true.
out, do an application online. Evan calls you. He's not here right now, but Evan will call you and then test drive it, knock out some paperwork, and then boom.
Evan's
in
the
and out of here
finance
about
director.
in and out in about 15, 20 minutes. Just yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Instead of going to a franchise
Yep.
store and sitting there for the entire day, that kind of
Man,
sucks.
that sucks.
Yeah.
We've all been through that, and we do our best to make sure that we don't provide that. It happens on drafting
Oh, it's going to happen if you're with your own bank. We're
Yeah,
going to
when
sit here
you're-
for
when
3
you're with
4
your own
hours
bank.
while we wait for your bank. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've all been through the new car store thing, and that's no fun.
No,
That's for
yeah.
sure.
If we could speed up the process with your bank, that'd be great. But it's just your bank.
Thank you, Mitchell.
I will say we are also like
Average sports car salesman.
I'm the average sports
Yeah,
car
right.
salesman.
from
Oh my
Abilene, Texas.
Abilene, Texas.
Abilene.
Abilene.
You don't know where that's at? That's West Texas, in the middle of nowhere.
Mitchell, how did you end up in Carrollton?
Oh,
Dude,
man.
honestly, you know, I was driving a Pepsi truck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was driving a Pepsi truck in Abilene when I was like 20 years old.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
y'all want to know something crazy about Mitch? Speaking of driving
ooh,
a Pepsi truck,
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is awesome.
we will be doing anything. Like we'll be out to lunch. We'll be doing anything, and out of nowhere we'll get, "Hey, I used to work there.
Yep.
Hey, I used to
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
I delivered CO2 there
Yeah, I did
every
yeah.
fucking day." He worked at Chili's.
Dude.
He worked at
Yep.
fucking.
Yep.
Dude, where have you not worked?
Dude, when I was in high school, I
Nowhere.
flipped,
Like we'll
you
go
know,
to we'll go to Long John Silver's. He's like, "Hey,
I never worked at Long John
I
Silver's.
never
never
When's
worked
the
at
last
Long
time
John
anybody's been there?
Dude,
What
can
the
you
fuck
can
is
you
that
can you
place?
imagine Mitch?
Long John Silver's. I haven't heard
Who the
that in a while.
fuck goes there?
Dude, can you imagine Mitch at 20, 21 years old in his
Dude,
fucking
sweet.
in his FRC pulling up to Long John
Dude,
Silver's,
yeah,
bro?
dude.
That was his prime.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
Mitch peaked with the FRC.
Mitch FRC till this day.
Yeah.
That's me, man. No, but back when I was in high school,
Mitch and we have a friend Jason who's watching.
he's watching the podcast.
Those were
so
the
He's over
spoiled kids back in the day. He had a brand new Trans Am, and Mitch had
Dude,
an FRC.
high school. He
I had
an
a-
01
That's
Trans Am in
No
I
one
had
should
an-
have that in high school.
Yeah, I had an '89 Firebird Formula, and it had a 305 TBI, and I thought I was the fucking shit, dude.
You were the shit.
I mean, I was, yes, but I mean, I thought I was, more so.
Better than that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
no.
all right.
Yeah, and then you
And-
had kids over here having brand
Yeah.
new Trans Ams.
Dude, I if you had a
Dude.
fucking LS1 in high
Dude,
school,
he had
Oh
the
my
T-tops off. I mean, he was killing it.
That's fucking
Damn, dude.
badass, dude.
Killing it.
damn.
So, but we kind of got off topic a little bit. But yes, no, I've had a lot of jobs, when I was a kid. So
That's a whole rabbit hole. Man.
that's a whole
That's a-
rabbit hole. That's
clearly.
that's the next one.
I would say the greatest thing is that we have Mitchell.
That's
what
it.
separates
You know
us
what?
from
Thank
everybody
you.
else.
Thank you very
I
much.
got you,
I
Mitch.
appreciate
I got you.
that. I
got you.
appreciate that.
I love Mitchell. I'm just playing.
I know. Thank you.
Should I do a K24 swap in my S2000?
Oh
No.
my
No.
god.
No, dude.
What was the guy's name?
Yes, Instagram handle.
Yeah.
What, K24?
Ooh, someone's gonna blast
Stop
him.
it,
You
dude.
got to shout him out. Yeah.
Soccer lifestyle 87.
Oh.
I would LS swap your
Shout out
S2000.
my boy.
That's Fidel's boy. Fidel.
Is it really?
Nah, it's soccer, Hondas. That's on me.
Yeah. No, I definitely wouldn't do a K swap on a S2K. I feel like
Yeah.
No.
that's
Keep
against
the
the rules.
F-series.
Dude. You can't do that.
LS3,
No.
LS3
Stay-
TR6060
stay for
swap.
That'd be-
Perfect.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
if you're
perfect.
gonna swap, I think you go LS. I mean,
You
if
go
you're,
LS.
you
Why
can
not?
do so much to a stock platform S2K. I don't see. I mean, no. K series is badass. I just don't think your bang for the buck
No,
is there.
LS power, baby. We're in America.
What's going on here?
We're in America.
I mean, I can get you one if you would like.
Can you bring like 1, 2, 3, 4?
Oh.
Oh, there we go. Spoiled kid is gonna get it for us.
We got the spoiled kid with a Trans Am from high school.
Damn. But no, definitely do not K swap your
Just
S2K.
No.
turbo setup.
Oh, you're getting a.
That'd be beast.
What does that car have? An H? It's an H?
It's a H-
Okay, who the
series.
fuck's got like?
H22 or something?
Who's fucking like? Who's doing this?
I have no clue.
I have no
I think it
Are
might
we-
be you,
are we
Carl.
do fucking
Maybe.
It
some-
might be your ring, bro.
Is this
Like, go
ASMR? THR
fuck.
ASMR
That's a
or
nice
something?
look.
What the fuck are we doing?
Hell yes.
Hey, Jason,
Jason.
can I get a Yingling, bro?
Can
I
can
can't.
a local buzz. Shout out
Fuck is
local
that,
buzz.
dude.
Four Corners local
Dude, this
brewery.
Are you asking for a
fucking really makes me
sponsorship?
so
I'll take it.
fucking
Give you
like
some
your
free
beer.
beer.
Dude, if we
Really
really
like
need
your
some
beer.
sponsorships,
We got
Shut-
Miller Lite and
Credit
Yingling
Union,
for our
Texas.
sponsors.
Credit,
If
oh,
you're
yeah,
out
dude,
there,
guys,
Credit
nobody's
you-
gonna listen to
you-
this shit. We've already
USAA.
offended 50% of the population in our first
bro.
20 fucking minutes.
Bro, Credit Union, Texas,
How deep are we
USAA,
in?
Navy Fed. If you're out there,
How deep are we in? Is that like 20
we're-
minutes?
we're
A little bit
28
of-
minutes.
28 minutes. And
Okay.
sort of, kind of.
pretty
There's,
good.
well, I'll say realistically it's more like 22.
These
Since we're going to have
questions
to
are
cut
good.
out like a
Yeah.
couple of things.
We're not
so,
talking
there's
shit
there's
about
something
other people.
interesting
Not yet.
about Mitchell.
We're not
that-
doing that.
I don't know if y'all saw what he just did. So Mitchell will sporadically run to the restroom.
Oh, yeah.
No
And,
way.
I-
Did he just do it?
He just he ran.
He ran.
He,
just
he-
ran
no,
out.
that was a solid sprint.
No, we're not doing this either, dude.
Okay,
No,
yeah,
no,
that's
no.
for another day.
Yeah, no, that is.
So if you're listening, you need to go on Texas Hot Rides Instagram and DM us what you think exactly is the issue.
Oh, there's a lot of issues with him. There's not one issue with Mitch. It's a lot.
In this particular scenario.
Oh, my God.
He had to go.
There's so many things.
All right, we've now offended 60% of
All right, we're back.
Perfect.
All right.
Hey,
And he's back. There we go. All right, Carl. These questions are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Guys, we can't.
I was pleasantly
We can't.
surprised.
Yeah,
Dude,
they're
don't.
not bad.
That,
Please don't put fucking anything.
Going back to
No,
that
no,
question,
shit.
though.
That has to go
No,
in there.
dude, not
It has
yet.
to.
No,
100%.
dude, no.
What's going on?
That's ridiculous.
We-
pass me one of yours.
You were missed.
What the fuck, dude? We will get bricks thrown through these windows,
we
like
won't.
No, we
angry
won't.
mobs of.
Oh, my God.
Please don't.
Absolutely not.
You afraid you'll get canceled, Bill?
We won't.
It's 2022.
That's the
Do you know our
plan.
customer
true.
base?
I give it a week.
I give it a week.
I don't know, bro.
All right, Carl, hit us with something.
Yeah, I'll let Bill read this one.
Carl can bleep it out.
This is from
Yes.
a.
You gonna call him?
Yes. But
Can't-
whose cell
I
phone
can't-
are we using?
Can't read this.
I don't have his number.
Patrick Ellefson.
Ooh.
Ooh.
He
What's
wants-
that sounds familiar.
I'm not gonna read that question. We're
Come
gonna.
on.
You have to.
Come on.
You have to.
How inappropriate.
Ooh, I
is
like
it?
this one. Finance me for that cammed out Camaro.
Ooh, let's do it, boy.
We would love to finance you for that cammed out Camaro. Shoot a credit app in, TexasHotRides.com. We have a interesting photo of our finance director ready for your viewing,
Very interesting.
and you can submit a credit app there, and we will do our best to get you financed on that cammed out Camaro. Speaking of Vipers,
Ooh, here we go.
will the Dodge Viper ever live again? From Weber fan, and the answer to that is absolutely.
Hopefully.
They will bring it back as some sort of electric thing.
bullshit. Like
And hype everybody up, the new electric thing.
So it
and
won't live again. It'll just be.
It'll live again.
I think the V10 is dead.
Oh, 100%.
Well, yeah,
No,
it's
yeah,
gonna
big
be
time.
electric.
That's
Yeah.
done.
It's going to be electric. They're going to hype it up, and they're going to use the Viper name to boast and to get sales.
Haven't they already
Period.
done that? The electric one? They did a.
They did an electric Daytona.
What is it?
Yeah.
Challenger?
No, no,
Charger?
Top
Gear.
Charger.
Charger
yes, on Top
Daytona.
Hold on. I'll mute you.
Wait, what's why?
Oh no, it's fine.
But that should be like
yeah.
you should be able to do that.
That's
on
yeah. It should be a sound effect.
It's just part of it.
No, see, I think
Why
that's
are you being weird about that?
that's-
dude, I don't know.
Own it.
I don't know.
You're opening a beer.
I don't know,
fuck.
dude.
Oh my
Carl,
god.
let me get those questions real quick.
Oh, okay. Here we go, Luis. What do we got
Here
over
we
here?
go.
There's like several.
But
He
back to
wants- he
wait,
wants
back,
the rapid
back to
fire.
the
Why do you want a
V10.
rapid
Back
fire?
to the V10 being gone forever.
All right.
I mean,
Yeah, let's elaborate.
okay, let's elaborate on this. We're talking about a naturally aspirated V10 connected to a 6-speed manual. Both those are obsolete here pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What do you
there's
think
no
those?
reason.
What do you think those prices are going to do? Obviously, we know the ACRs are over. Hell, they're $250,000.
I think that's going to be the biggest question mark,
I think so.
right?
I mean, a
is
14
what-
GTS, a 15.
What's
you
going to
know,
happen
GT.
to the market and the cars that are
Right.
followed as we know it and popular as we know? What's going to happen to those and their values? And that is a really good question.
That's a very good question.
Because that's a hard one to judge, right? Are we going to be the 80-year-old guys in our 1940 Willys that nobody gives a shit about?
Right.
Like,
And I was thinking
from
about,
our era?
that
Like,
the other day. The 1932
it's going to be a fucking 56,
Roadsters.
–
What's the market going to do in the 32 Roadster and the 54 Bel Air?
Yeah,
I don't
did-
want one.
well, I've been talking about that for a minute. I think that era is slowly dying out, and I think those values are already dropping, and I think it's going to continue to do that as we age. I think
Right.
you're going to see those not be very
So
popular.
that being said, do you think that early 2000s?
in my opinion,
early 2000s, cars that when we were in high school are they gonna skyrocket? The C5 Z06s, the 3000 ZX, and all those kind of cars.
I would have thought so, right? But with the electric stuff going on,
Right.
it's interesting to see, is there still going to be as big of a following for that stuff? Because absolutely, if this weren't going on, the electric stuff wasn't happening, I think, I mean, we've already seen it a little bit where a lot of those prices are peaking and just going nuts. I mean, look at Bring a Trailer.
Right.
That shit's crazy.
Things are crazy.
Right? And, I mean, anything from a Harlequin to a,
Right.
any older Honda, any of that stuff is just going nuts. The stuff in the early 2000s.
The early 2000s, like the early
Mid-90s,
M3s, with
all
the-
that stuff.
Yeah, the early M3s, the early C5s. The,
Normally, you would see that continue to
Right.
go up, but I mean, we're gonna see what happens. It's really a big question mark.
I think
There's
the
no way to
next
tell.
3 years, when everybody's going to be shooting out all these electric cars, what's really going to happen? Volvo just went full electric. 2023 is going full electric. Lamborghini is going full electric. I think in 2024, I believe.
How does that even work? Because that's like
ridiculous.
Eventually, we'll see.
it's like saying Harley going fully electric. It makes no sense.
Right. It doesn't make any. Well,
When there's like sound involved, how do you even?
right. Now Harley did do the live wire.
Yeah, but they're not going fully electric, and they already spun it off as its own company.
So what's that mean? Are they going to go? Are they going to stay? Gas powered Harleys for the next X amount of years? And
Well,
go,
they understand that fundamentally what makes them as a company is the sound that
Harley's
they create.
gonna hang on to the.
They're going to
last
hang out.
minute.
They're going to hang on to that V twin for as long as they can.
Straight-
Which this is the last year of the Sportster, as we know it. Like air cooled, they're shipping the last ones out this year.
So wait, what about the new Sportster S they just came out with? Is that water
A
cooled?
1 year only
Yeah,
type thing.
No, I'm gonna keep making it.
Is that water cooled or
Yeah, it's
air-cooled?
water-cooled,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's water cooled.
Did you just say the Sportster?
No,
Storm?
like the OG, like
The base
the
model.
base model, air
Yeah.
cooled, like what's been around for like over 2 decades.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
And they're again, to me, that's a more natural transition from like air cooled to liquid cooled.
Oh my God,
Trying to
Just
do a beer?
open the can, it's fine.
Just a beer.
just a beer.
Bill's losing it.
One of the questions that was on there was asking what do you think is the best bang for your buck car
Ooh.
out there?
We should go
You
around.
know,
I mean, there's just so many you can go with.
I guess you have to know what.
Like, do you want a
price range
4-door?
and
Do you want a
stuff.
2-door?
No. But like,
I just think price range.
Go
but
around.
I would have to say, best bang for your buck is probably going to be either a Gen 2 CTSV or like you fit Gen ZL1 all day long, supercharged V8. You can get auto. You can get stick. Like
it's a
that's
CTSV
interesting.
wagon manual.
put
you
a
ain't getting no bang
budget.
for your buck there. You're
There's
paying
no
all the
bang
bucks
for your
for
buck
that.
that you're gonna pay $100,000 for a wagon that's
Yeah.
10 years old.
yeah. But
What is the budget?
But yeah, but
That's a badass car.
It's
It's a
never
badass car.
coming back
But you're
though.
not. Yeah, there's
It's
no.
never coming back.
it's either that or like a C6Z.
C6Zs are pretty cool. You
Well,
know,
C6Zs
bang for
are
the buck.
badass.
I think if you're talking vets, I think an LS3 is
Oh,
better bang
yeah,
for your
100%.
buck.
LS.
Technically,
Don't drop a valve.
20. You know,
well, on an LS3, not gonna drop it out. On the
Yeah.
LS7,
low
you
low
know.
20s for decent miles, and you know, there's all kinds of stuff. Versus double the price for the LS7. I think you're better bang for the buck as an LS3 base
Yeah.
car.
I think so.
I just found out where that noise is coming from. It's not me, it's him. It's
Wow.
over there stroking the,
That's
the
fucking
mic stand.
annoying as shit, dude. Stop touching
Stroking the microphone.
I'm just stroking the microphone over here.
Jesus.
Christ.
But
How do you feel about the Challenger that came out, the electric one?
no,
With
it's
the
a Charger.
sound?
Oh, that
Or
shit's
Charger.
so
Charger
far away.
Daytona. Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like
Yeah,
it
hear
either.
the sound clip?
Oh yeah, we were just somebody was talking about the sound a second ago. I think they're gonna implement a lot of like fake noise,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in cabin, out cabin. I think
Wait,
the
doesn't BMW do that
well,
now?
a lot of
Yeah.
Porsche does.
Must-
Porsche,
oh, Porsche
on
does.
the
There's a lot of cars
Taycan,
that do.
the Taycan
The
that we
Taycan does
had
it, yeah.
had in cabin fake sounds.
Sounds, yes.
And it sounded badass. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, that was sick.
I think Lexus does the same thing. I think
Yeah.
they introduced like cabin sounds or whatever. But
Do you think Dodge will have a donut mode so you can do donuts in the middle of intersections?
that's actually badass. Yeah, I think that'd be
You
pretty
know,
I don't
sick.
see
do
why
a
they
street-
should.
do a street takeover so people can hang out of it while they do donuts in the middle of the intersection.
Okay, what exactly? I mean, you're taking over an intersection.
It's
right?
called
like
it's called street takeover, bro.
I know,
No,
but
have you
what
been
the
there?
fuck is
I think
the
that's
like
just
what?
a takeover.
Have you been there?
What's the point, dude?
There's no.
You're taking
What is
o-
cool about
you're
doing
taking
donuts?
over the intersection?
But what?
Right? You're standing up to law enforcement saying, "Hey, I don't give a shit."
Congratulations.
You know, I'm gonna take this shit over. I'm gonna do donuts
intersection.
until I hit some people in the crowd.
Yeah.
Did
And
you,
I'm
did you
gonna-
guys
I'm
did you guys see the guy that
gonna launch fireworks?
that
at
guy
those same
he got
people.
hit by I think what is it like a Mustang and
Yeah,
pantsed
and
him?
his pants. No, yeah,
Dude, they did a burnout on
he
his
got
fucking
ran over.
pants.
Yeah, they ran him over. Pants fall off. Like, dude, that guy's
that was
famous.
pretty funny.
That
That
was
guy's
a funny
I'm
famous.
video.
surprised his legs didn't like break
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
That's
no
a lot
shit,
of weight,
dude.
you know?
But I'm with you. I don't
probably got a
understand those
burn.
takeovers. I think
Damn,
they're
imagine if
ruining-
like I don't know if he had shorts on though and it did a burnout on his skin.
Dude, I think we're talking
That
shit until we
road-
actually go take it over. I think we need to go try that out. I
No.
guess.
But
Wow.
You can
just-
go by yourself.
what's like I
don't wanna
man,
mess
I
with the
don't- I don't
law.
understand the excitement. Where do you get like I don't know, just
I
doing
mean,
a
they're catching
donut.
like the intersections on fire with gasoline. I mean, it's really a cool video on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie,
Oh my God.
but probably in real life, it's probably pretty dangerous. I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
people are getting
dangerous
hit.
in real
people are
life.
constantly
Dude,
getting
everybody's
hit.
getting hit, and like they get up and like, yeah, I'm like, okay, you guys got hit.
Dude,
They're
that's you're
excited.
right. Every time somebody gets hit,
I
they
just
get
got
up
hit.
and they're like
They-
like
they-
stoked about
Yeah,
it,
they're
right?
stoked that they just
Like
got hit by
I
a
just
Mustang.
got fucked up. My
what-
pelvis is shattered.
Yeah.
But fuck yeah, dude.
People don't learn.
Fuck
bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
What
people
else are
don't.
You don't
That
wanna-
was
you don't want to
badass,
be
dude.
embarrassed, so you're trying to look cool.
Right, you gotta look
You're
cool.
like,
And
oh,
like
yeah,
the
it was no
dudes
big
out
deal.
there doing that shit, fuck their cars up.
Dude,
Yeah.
Totally
Yeah,
cool.
dude.
No big deal. Cave in quarter panels. Fuck.
But I think that's what's killing the
Blow
whole.
off
That's
tires.
killing the car community.
Bro, I was about to
Yeah.
say that.
That's
Yeah.
killing the car
I
community big
agree.
time.
I just don't understand. I don't understand the exhilaration in that.
I mean, well, yeah, I think about Dodge's advertisement. They're doing donuts on the advertising. They're doing burnouts on the advertisement. So they're saying, hey, go beat the shit out of these cars and go have some fun. You know, that's how they're selling these cars.
I mean, clearly someone's having fun.
I
I
don't.
mean-
I mean, but they're not in intersections. Like
Yeah, but that's why they
shooting
did
at
that.
people and shit.
Right, right.
Like,
That's why they stopped it in Cali, though. I mean, they have all those rules for modifications and stuff. I mean, they used to do takeover rules over there.
well, aren't they banning like
Yeah.
any like combustion kind of?
Cali's
but-
wild.
And then follow
But-
that by
No,
not
it's-
being able to charge your electric
Yeah.
car.
So
Yeah.
y'all saw this, right? They're like, hey, we're going to go full electric by 2030.
2035.
2035, and then this next day they're like, "Hey, we're in a heat wave.
Oh
Don't
my god.
charge your
Charge your
cars."
electric vehicles.
Sorry, bro.
Sacramento had a high of 116 the other day. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
They had that crazy heat
So
wave.
then they got fires over like every day.
Yeah, we had
in
that for
California.
100 like 90 something days straight here.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
amazing.
Welcome to
Well,
the club.
Welcome to Texas. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
we do here. You know.
I think before you're going to see a full transition, everybody keeps saying, putting limitations on when they're going to stop producing and all that. I think you're going to have to see a major improvement in any sort of electrical grid. I mean, we can't even go through a serious winter in Texas, which,
Right.
we can't go through a serious winter without shutting our electric grid down. How the fuck are you going to mix in, millions of electric vehicles in the state of Texas
And I have
continue to provide? I don't know. I'm not the most educated person on that topic,
No.
but it just, I don't know. From what my eyes can see, I don't know how that's going to work if you're, forcing everybody's hand into owning electric. I don't know.
Well, I've
Weird.
seen lines around the block for Tesla charging stations. You know,
Yeah.
people are waiting an hour and a half to charge.
That sucks.
Not even
And
getting
it's-
a
it-
charger.
Oh, dude, check this out. On the new Lightning forums,
Oh yeah. So the new lighting for it, guy
you
fully
see this?
charged it.
58
Yeah, yeah,
miles.
He
man.
fully charged and got 58 miles.
fucked up.
Towing
Was he,
a
like,
boat.
towing?
Towing it's a I wouldn't call it a small boat. It's a Supra.
it's
It's
a
not
Supra.
a small
Yeah,
boat.
it's like a
not
23
big
maybe?
boat.
Probably 23,
23-footer.
24
Yeah.
foot.
It's not a big
No,
boat.
it's not.
Wakeboarding
I
boat.
don't think that's 23 footer.
With the-
it's like a 20.
But that's gonna weigh like
21.
5,000 pounds ish.
What is
6,000
Somewhere around
pounds.
Let's see. I think it's a Supra 450.
Yeah, that's a 23-foot boat. It's gonna weigh 5,000 pounds. Any half-ton truck could tow
Pull
that
it,
no
pull it, no
problem.
problem.
Right.
Okay.
I'm sure that truck
yeah.
pulled it no problem, but
I mean,
It's
if
a
you're gonna
24.
tow it, no
It's a
problem,
bigger.
that's
It's a
fine,
bigger
but-
boat. It's 24 footer.
Okay, 24-foot, 5,000-pound boat can go 58 miles.
What do you think
You're gonna
he?
get
What
to
do you
lake
think
and
he
then be
paid
stuck
for
there.
that?
well, the other
58 miles, and then you gotta sit there for a fucking hour
Yeah,
to an
fuck
hour and a
that.
half while your
Right.
shit
Right.
charges.
Right. You fill up
Figure
your
it out.
gas
What the
tank
hell?
for
well, and
5
not even
minutes.
that is like a lot of these electric vehicles don't have like the compatible chargers. Like the amount of times that we get like a Taycan or like a Rivian over at the Harley
Oh,
store because we
yeah.
have the electric charger.
For the for
It's
the
like half
Livewire.
of them can't even connect to
Oh,
it.
I need the Apple adapter then. Like the aux. Like
Yeah,
Apple
you gotta have those
adapter thing.
adapters. But have adapters
So
on
gas
it.
is pretty straightforward. Just
Yeah,
everybody has the same size.
But you're
nozzle.
gonna get more than 58 miles.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
And my
That's
like
right.
my TRX gets shitty gas
Oh,
mileage.
dude. I think your
It's
TRX
terrible.
is 8.9 on the best.
But I will
days.
get more than 50 miles
Towing
out of a tank
boat.
of gas.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't
But
know.
but you're
man.
taking gas
At
right
what
now. it's gonna
point
cost you
is
what,
the?
like $130?
Well, yeah, but I mean that lightning.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No. It's not
Yeah,
that bad.
dude.
It's not that bad. But at what point is the cost of I don't know. Well, the lightning's what 40,000 more than my
Well,
truck.
no. So I think MSRP. is what 76.
You're not touching that.
You're not buying
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
double it.
5-star Ford across the street had one for 124. That's
Okay,
like,
It's
And
gone.
My TRX
And
was
they sold it.
94. So that extra 30 grand. I mean, at what point is the inconvenience of having
Right.
to wait and wait and wait and
Right.
wait and charge and charge and
and
charge
America's
put gas
not going
in
to
it.
wait.
to do
No.
to do truck things
Right.
with your
Right.
truck?
Right.
At what point is that not worth it? I mean, you're spending more.
So you say
versus
maybe
just
like
putting some
a
gas.
hybrid would be a better option? Like,
Yeah.
maybe like a Tundra.
Yeah, honestly,
So the
yeah.
Tundras just came out and they're fully hybrid.
Yeah, I
Which
think,
is
I-
super-
think that's
turbo
pretty cool.
and then they
hybrid.
have
Like
they
the
put some good
NSX, right?
numbers, too.
NSX is
Yeah.
like that hybrid.
Yeah,
I think
same
that's pretty
thing.
cool.
Same
those are
thing.
918
badass
is like
cars.
that.
I really like the new NSX.
Yeah.
The Type S, you're not going to.
Although-
one. Everybody has, you can't get one.
Fuck you, Acura, for your
Yeah.
Type S bullshit
Yeah.
antics. Fuck you guys.
We all ordered one like the day they came out. And they're like, no,
No.
you can't have
Well,
it.
first they said yes, and then they were like, "No, I'm just kidding."
Speaking of ordering cars and not getting them and paying over MSRP, I'm kind of irritated about the Z06. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
They were like, oh, it's gonna be 110, $15,000. Then they actually released the MSRPs. If you wanted a 3LZ Z07, you're talking $140,000.
Yeah, who's taking my 4Runner?
Somebody's doing
Dude,
this
your
shit.
tech has been having fun on that car.
Oh, did he fix your tie rod?
He said he was going to do it on Sunday. I think right now he's just joyriding.
Yeah,
topic.
I think he's
He
just
has
going
no-
off
way
the-
he has
off
no
topic.
clue that
Okay.
you're
Yeah.
watching.
Oh,
that.
yeah. I'll charge him for gas.
No, he's just
Damn,
driving
bro.
home, bro.
He might be.
He's,
Yikes.
he's about to hit up Harry Hines.
Oh my god.
Oh man,
What were you saying?
I'm glad we caught that. That's
All right,
awesome.
yeah.
That's like
All right,
the
Z06,
third time he's
Z06,
left.
I'm
sorry.
sorry. Yeah, so we're going over. So we're talking about the Lightning being over MSRP, everything
And
being
overrated.
Everything is
ever being
over
overrated
MSRP.
over
The
MSRP.
new Z. That
The
came
new
out.
Z. So the new Z06, right? I mean, dealerships are charging a $6,000 deposit fee with a $90,000 over MSRP.
Yep. There's a dealership here. in
So we're
Texas
talking-
that
Isn't that a
guy.
good deal?
So we're talking about a Chevrolet Z06, a Chevrolet Z06.
naturally aspirated again?
Yeah, well, I mean, it sounds really good. I heard.
Yeah,
Flat plane
it's
crank.
the new 458.
Yeah, right. So, but still, that's still going to be what, 225 by the time you get
Mitch,
done.
stop touching the fucking thing, dude.
But still, $225,000 after all said and done on a Chevrolet product. I can't do that.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Can't do that. I'd buy a 5-year-old Ferrari before I did that.
Well,
yeah.
I don't
Uh,
know about
geez.
that.
I mean, they
A
really changed it up.
488. I'd
Excuse
buy a
us.
48 over that all day long.
Excuse us.
All day long.
488 is now what?
I still go Z06, bro.
$230,000, if not
Yeah,
more.
probably for a base model, you might get mid twos, but still, I'd rather do that than a Z06.
This dude just complained about paying $130,000.
Well, that's, a
Mitchell
Chevrolet
for you right there.
product, okay? I'm talking about a Ferrari versus
That's
a
Mitchell.
Chevrolet.
Hey, wait. I distinctively remember you standing up for Chevrolet
Oh,
to your grave.
when was this?
He might have been
I have
drunk.
videos, Mitchell.
I just want to let y'all know that it took everything Fidel and I had to get this guy to buy a salvage title. Grom. And even then he didn't want to buy.
And he paid the same fucking price
For
he
a
did
clean
for a
title,
clean
dude.
title.
That's
one.
Mitchell right there.
Because
That's
he thought he was getting a good deal.
Thought I was getting a good deal.
See,
then
guys,
did the
it
look on his
happens
face with
to
the
us,
feet.
too.
Dude, I'll never forget.
we all learn. We all learn.
Tell us that story.
Okay, so, I purchased a CBR 300R, and I was like, you know what? Everybody else is doing these 300 swap Groms, which basically you take a 300 motor and you put it in a Grom that's a 125cc, and you make it a 300cc. So I was like, all right, I got on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. Things were high.
Holy shit.
Mitchell was high.
I maybe. So,
No.
I got on Copart, and I bought one. $1,600 for a 2020 with 700 miles on it, which is a steal. Yeah, Copart hit me with a $700.
It's like, what,
buy fee.
770?
800.
And I was
779,
like,
almost
what?
$800,
So
dude.
now I'm at full blown retail. I could have gone and bought one, off Craigslist for the same damn price.
But the
here we go.
funny thing was, so
When we
he
told
thought he
him.
got a good deal, and then Fidel comes into my office and he goes, "Bro,
Yeah.
how the fuck am I supposed to tell this guy that he just got fucked by
Yeah,
Copart?"
Yeah.
He was so happy, and I just did not want to tell him.
Copart got me hard.
So that $1,600 Grom ended up being what, like,
Like
2,300
$2,300.
Yeah.
so-
Could have just got a damn
Clean
normal
title,
drive.
I know,
dude.
I know. I thought I was trying to cheat the system, and here we are.
Yeah.
Well, just long story short, the 300 swap Grom is complete.
Ish.
It goes 100 miles an hour.
And it turns off randomly.
It does. We have some
Sounds
tuning
like
issues.
shit.
We have some tuning issues, but we'll get to that. All right, it's a work in progress.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
I got a question for everybody here.
Oh, absolutely. Here we go.
What is the one car that you regret getting rid of?
Ooh,
That's a good one.
I hate you right now.
I know what Bill's gonna say.
All right, go for it, Bill.
I know what Bill's gonna say.
We already know.
In
R.I.P.
2012, I had a
Yeah.
2012
In 2012,
Cadillac CTS V.
back to the Gen 2
Wagon.
Vs.
It was a wagon.
It was a wagon.
Dude, we
It
sound like
was-
Migos over here. Hype, man.
It was opulent blue, and it was a 6-speed manual. And I sold it, and I fucking hate my life.
How many did they make? How many-
Mine was one of. I
think it was two without a sunroof?
No. It was, I think, one of like
4 or
6.
Yeah.
Do you
or
know where it's at
something like
now?
So actually,
Tracking
we did actually Google the VIN number, and it did come back at Copart. It was painted gold.
Wrecked.
Somebody painted it gold and then flipped it like
All right,
nine
all right. So
times.
the actual story to this, and Mitch knows this. I don't know. He's whatever. Sold it to a guy, dude, in Atlanta, and he was a sketchy guy out of Atlanta. But at the time, I was ready to part ways with the car because I wanted to move to a 2013 or 14 GT500 and do a build, which that was fucking stupid. But a guy out of Atlanta bought the car. About 2 weeks after buying it, he hits me up and he goes, "Hey, man, check out what I did." And he sends me pictures, and he has, the car's like... What are you doing?
Mitch just went full TikTok. I'm about to mute you, bro.
What are you doing?
We're fucking getting canceled. There it is.
What are you doing, bro?
That's
What are you doing
copyright,
with your
bro.
life?
Sorry, I was
Okay.
thinking of ideas.
All right, all right. So the guy sends me these pictures of the V, and it's like a color shifting army green and bronze color.
It looked
Mitch is
gold.
on mute.
Oh, you got it.
Muted.
How you gonna mute me, guys?
It would shift from like bronze to army green, and it was like
Ugly as fuck.
That was gold.
Yeah, it was ugly as fuck. But I was like, oh, cool, man, that's badass rap.
But at the time, we didn't think that car was anything because it was like what 2013.
Yeah,
14.
we knew it was badass.
It was
but not-
badass,
not-
but it wasn't as rare as we thought it was.
Yeah, it wasn't. They were still readily available, right? Like you could go order one.
Right.
Anyways, so I'm like, dude, nice rap, cool. And I'm like, man, that's terrible. Whatever. Enjoy the car. That's fucking ridiculous. And he goes, no, man, I painted it, dude. I paid this guy this much, and he's
Painted it.
this
Oh, it was a
famous guy,
paint?
dude.
Not even a
Painted.
wrap? Bro,
He
I
painted
didn't know
my
that.
opulent blue
Blue,
wagon.
6-speed, no
Wow.
sunroof.
And I think that was at that moment when I read that text from the guy. I think that's like it broke my heart right there.
What did it make, like
that was when
700?
I missed the
That
car.
it made
That's
712. I'll never forget. It made 712. I think.
That's pretty good.
That's
Seven-
On
awesome.
the
723.
That is more than enough.
723.
723.
It was 723. Heads, cam, pulleys, and headers.
All kinds of
Blower.
stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
that was a
No
fun car.
meth.
I had also done every suspension mod at the time. There's a place in Cali
I
called
don't remember that.
D3 Cadillac, and
Oh,
I had
D3.
their everything,
Wow.
dude. They had like these under trays, I had their sway bars, I had their everything. That car, and I had KWV3 coilovers that sat
I remember
nicely.
that. That
and
thing
that
was
thing,
good.
like, dude, you could
Yeah.
throw that wagon around some serious corners. It was nice,
It was a wagon.
and it was a wagon. So after the guy breaks my heart with painting the fucking car, I reach out to him later on because I missed the car. I'm like, man, maybe, I don't know, get this thing back or just see what's up with it. And the guy, he first text comes back as, "Who is this?" And I was like, oh fuck, here we go. And he informs me that he was asleep at a red light is the last thing he remembers, and the next thing he remembers is he woke up in a hospital in the car upside down a ditch, something like that.
Nice.
The guy claims he flipped my car, and dude, there's no way you could have.
You could
flipped-
tell.
Flip a wagon like
No,
a car,
no.
but,
He
like,
claimed
how do
he
you
got he claimed he
flip
got hit at that stoplight.
It
And
looked like it
flipped
rolled.
him. But no, dude, this guy, yeah, and he rolled the shit out of the car. That he was full of shit, and I don't know how he rolled that car, because that thing was planted, and yeah. Anyways, that is my most missed.
Would you buy
vehicle.
another one if the right one came out?
I tried to buy another one.
Actually, one just popped up with 9,000 miles on it. I think it was like a 13 6-speed with a sunroof. It went for 109.
Wow, it's a 6-figure car.
We offered him 90, and they fucking laughed at us.
They laughed at us.
Oh, he's
insane.
back. My Forerunner's back.
Shout to
There it is.
Vanguard Auto
I should have waved
Sales.
at him. I just looked into your.
But yeah, they laughed at us. I just, I thought I was majorly stepping out of like what I knew those prices as, and I thought that was a very serious offer. Apparently, it
did
wasn't
sell.
serious enough.
It sold.
Good Lord.
That's crazy.
They sold it. I don't know what it sold for, but who
It
knows?
sold
Maybe
less
they
than a
got their
week.
asking
I didn't
price.
think they dropped their pants.
That
on
was a
it.
little more than a week. It was for. I had checked on it a couple times.
Okay.
No lie.
Was it repairable on Copart? Like, was it?
Oh,
like
my
trash?
car. Oh,
No.
dude.
Fidel's
Done.
over here like, I'm trying to buy
I'm
one.
gonna
Done.
go
Done, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
done. Yeah.
Wow.
That car was. They
Yeah.
probably. I don't know what they salvaged off of it, but it was definitely crushed after that. It was not
Yeah.
rebuildable.
All right, Mitch, let's talk about you. You've had a bunch of shit.
Dude, I've had a lot of cars,
You
but I don't
have,
think I've
dude.
ever. Well,
Just a heads up.
I know.
We're
what
at
it
50
is.
minutes.
ooh.
I'm okay
already?
with keep going. Just letting you know. I told you this thing was
We're
gonna go
definitely
by.
cutting some shit out of this. Like, no way, dude.
I mean,
No way,
50
dude.
minutes.
I'm not.
already,
I'm
that's
not.
crazy.
Dude.
They're really going by fast. But no, we've gone. We've gone through a lot of cars. Obviously, all of us.
Don't include me in that boat.
That's true.
I've
yeah.
had very few.
What's your least favorite car, Mitch? Let's start there. I'm coming to you, Carl.
Okay.
You're
no,
next.
so mine's a little different. I bought a McLaren MP412C,
Oh fuck, dude.
and you're
so
not
rich.
supposed to buy an MP412C, right? Because they're nightmares.
What's the worst repair on that?
That trans
Like
is
the
pretty
most
expensive.
common is
The most
Oh,
common
trans, 100%.
transmission.
Transmission, yeah.
Transmission. That's $15,000 on a
Okay.
good day.
electrical.
On a good day, and then electrical,
Yeah.
right? So, I bought one. I bought it cheap. They dropped crazy. I bought mine for like what $89,000, I think so.
Less than that.
It was less than that, right?
I think it started with a 7, dude.
right. So a fully
Yeah, that's
carbon
crazy.
fiber car, twin turbo V8,
Vorsteiner.
600
Yeah.
horsepower, Vorsteiner wheel. I mean, it was so cool, and I paid like
Vorsteiner
$80,000.
everything, dude. It was sick.
And I loved it, right? But I just didn't trust it. I was just, I drove it. I drove the piss out of it. We had fun with it. And I just didn't trust it. So I did sell it. And I do regret selling it, but at the same time,
It's a McLaren.
it's a McLaren, exactly.
That's the issue. They
A
make
McLaren-
some of the coolest cars, but the most unreliable ones at that.
unreliable. So I drove it for a year and a half, put a couple thousand miles on it, enjoyed the shit out of it, but that is my one regret. I shouldn't have sold it, but at the same time, I'm glad I did. So
Oh,
I'm
Bill's
glad you
got a
did.
call. Should we plug that in?
No.
mixed
Y'all don't want
feelings
to
on that
hear.
one.
Y'all don't want those problems.
Mixed feelings on that one.
Fidel, what about you?
Fidel, what do you got over here?
So,
The RSX, bro.
Yeah, mine's a little cheaper, but it was the RSX. Mitchell actually sold it to me. It was the
did.
first
He was
car
just a
I
kid.
had.
He was just a kid.
Before he worked here, that was
Yeah.
cool.
I
And
miss that
Luis
car.
too. That Luis and Fidel now work here. They started off as customers.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was pretty cool.
I had that car in high school, so I couldn't mod it the way I really wanted to, and I
You're on a
sold
budget.
it.
You're on a
Yeah,
budget.
I was on a budget, but now.
But that was
I
the
want car
most
back.
fun.
Yeah,
you
it
had
was
the most
fun.
fun like that. That's
Yeah.
that's
How many
cool.
transmissions you put in it?
3.
Damn.
3. Wow. I didn't know this had transmission problems.
Wow.
Then he went LSD and.
Well, the 6-speed is not too good, and I used to beat the crap out.
Was
of
it third gear on those?
So the first one was first gear.
How do you mess up first gear?
Dude, I don't know. It went out, and then I bought it.
Putting it into first gear, coming to a red light at like fucking 30.
30
Slam
miles.
it.
Yeah.
I would do
Slam it
burnouts
in.
with the front wheels.
Damn.
it was insane. But I miss that car.
Carl.
Yeah.
I haven't had really that many exciting cars. I'm broke all the time.
Oh shit.
Carl, come on.
Oh
bro.
shit!
No, no.
It,
Carl's
it-
at your bar-
it-
no.
it has to be that Volkswagen Beetle that I
Yeah.
drove from Mexico.
Yeah,
that has to
I was
be.
gonna say you
that
have
has to
some
be the
cool
one.
car experiences.
That was a story, dude.
Yeah, man.
that's cool.
I really liked that car, but it had too many issues.
The Mexico.
Yeah.
Bug?
The Mexico.
Basically,
yeah.
so for those who don't know, I bought a one-way ticket to Mexico, my hometown, and I had 3 days to buy a car and drive it back with. I think I had like $2,500 in my pocket, and I bought a Beetle.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
was about to spit it all out.
What is going
What's going
on?
on over here on this side? Okay, I'm sorry. All right, go back to your bug story. I'm sorry. You're in Mexico with $2,500.
That may not be enough, bro.
Jeez. Oh man, this might be the worst podcast ever. But
I think so.
At least we're having fun.
All right,
you know?
maybe we shouldn't publish this one. I don't know, dude.
We'll just
take notes
nah,
from this.
just
Let's
throw it
see
out
what-
there, see what happens.
We'll see what he. Yeah.
All right, so tell us this quest to get. This
So I bought this car in
Dude, it's hot
Mexico.
as fucking here. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna mute you.
Yeah, you're Mexican.
Just go, Carl.
All right, so I wanted to do something just for kicks, and I ended up going to Mexico, buying the car. This thing had maybe 30 owners. It used to be silver
Sounds
originally.
about right.
It was originally silver, and then there was burgundy. The interior was immaculate, though. The interior looked like it was brand new. And then it broke down once I made it to Temple, Texas.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Temple,
Not bad.
Texas.
That's a lot
So-
further than I
Yeah.
thought it would have made it.
Well, kind of. Actually, I stopped down in Monterrey, Mexico, which was only an hour out. And I stopped, and the fuel lines were leaking, and I had to fix that. So
That's not scary
the
at all.
no, not at all.
Gas
The gas
delete.
station, gas station attendant asked me, "Hey, do you have any hoses that look like this?" He cut a hose off of the airline to pump up your tires. He was like, "Here you go." So I replaced it, made it to Temple, Texas. The generator went out. I thought it was an alternator, which clearly I was wrong. So I bought an alternator, and then John flew me back back to Temple, Texas, and then I had bought the wrong part.
Wait, why did you jump in John's plane?
John offered to fly me down there because I had basically hitched a ride to get back to Dallas.
Got it.
So I didn't make it back in 3 days.
I remember.
And so he flew me back out there, and then the only store they had what I needed was an O'Reilly's in Waco. So I borrowed my grandparents' van, went to Waco, got the part, went back, installed it, made it to Waco in the bug, and then the voltage regulator went out. So I spent the night in Waco, and then I bought a battery charger. I charged the battery, and I basically just sent it.
Are we still on $2,500? Is that where we are? Like
No. At this point, I think we're at $3,000.
Okay, all right.
Somewhere
It
around
worked,
there.
though.
The budget went up.
He made money on it.
There we
Made
go.
money,
I made
though.
$500 on it, which
Oh,
it was
I thought you made more than that.
yeah, no, it was $500. It was rough.
It was rough.
Well,
Not-
even the day
yeah.
that I was going to sell it, I was making it.
It
On
didn't
my-
make. Did it make?
It made it. It made it, but it had smoke coming out of the back of it because the belt snapped.
That's normal.
And the generator,
That's normal.
and it's so normal. It really is normal. So there's a whole bunch of other stuff that went wrong with it, but I ended up selling it for $4,000. I was in it for 35, and
Nice.
it worked out.
Now you got a story.
Now you got
Now I got to start. So I need to do it again with Mitch because I know that
I know. I got to do it.
he will go to prison and it'll be
You have to do it, though.
hilarious.
I might be too white to go to Mexico. I don't
Prison
know.
again.
You definitely are.
I feel like
Yeah.
people
It sounds
would
like
love you
it's
over there, bro.
First time.
Now, Mitch has some kind words, and me and Fidel hear this every single
Yeah.
day. So.
What do you call me sometimes? Don't say it out here. Don't say it out here. Oh my god.
Will, I hear you had a GTO.
Oh.
I want to hear.
Oh,
about this
dude.
I didn't know about that.
Will had
Dude,
a
Will's had all
GTO?
kinds of shit.
Will had a GTO.
When did
dude.
Will have a GTO?
Will's actually like low key. He's way cooler than all of us.
Why do you
combined.
hate cars? Is that why?
And when did you have a GTO?
I went through 11 cars in like a year, and I was
Oh
like, I
my
fucking
God.
hate all these things.
11 cars in a
11
year?
11
cars in a year.
Ooh.
Golly.
You like? Yeah.
And he ended up with what was the last one?
I don't know. What
A
was it?
silver 335
right.
sedan.
Dude, I remember he
Well,
drove
it was
it
a
like.
piece of
He-
shit.
Fuck, dude.
Dude, he
I've
drove it like
never-
15,000 miles without changing the oil.
Yeah,
Fuck that car.
On a BMW?
Yeah.
bro. And he would argue with you about it.
Yeah,
right?
like, hey, you gonna fix that? He's, no.
you don't
Change
fucking
like,
change
no,
it.
I don't care.
Did
you
it
don't,
have
you don't
oil
fucking
in it?
change the
You don't
oil,
gotta change the oil on it.
dude.
It's BMW.
I remember
BMWs run on
his
hooks and
your
drains.
oil change at Auto Pros.
Mhm.
They
Oh, God.
pulled your oil filter out, bro, and it wasn't even an oil filter.
I'm
it was
sure
just
it wasn't.
clump.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
I remember he did not give a shit.
I fucking hated that
No,
car.
dude, he broke his fucking shifter, dude, everywhere, dude. He'd slap that bitch in a sport. And he just beat the fuck out of this car.
I remember
Wow.
that.
Dude,
It
that's
was
fucking
nuts.
badass.
Did you ever have to fix it?
Dude,
Was it on your-
Yeah, it broke, and then he's like, I'm done with it.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
that was it.
Just
I
reset
don't
the
know how
oil
to explain
life.
this, but it was just
I didn't like that.
the
fucking car.
level of abuse that Will gave this car on a daily basis was just
Astronomical.
overwhelming. It was overwhelming,
Mhm.
and that Will has a driving reputation based on
Mhm.
that vehicle still to this day.
I've calmed down. Anyway.
When's the last time?
Anyway,
Anyway.
What, have you done an oil change on your truck?
Yeah, of course.
yeah. What are
Okay.
your
I love
oil
my
changes
truck.
like?
2 years
You
ago.
just
I
reset
love
it?
my
Say
truck.
that.
2 years
I do it
ago.
on the fucking dot now.
Okay,
I will
good,
say
good,
that
good,
I,
good.
He
Will.
resets it.
I've heard of him doing oil changes, which is
You've
not
heard
normal.
of me doing oil
Yeah, which is
You
normally.
haven't? You go to my oil change guy? And you
No, like you say, like, hey, I'm getting my oil change this morning. I'll be a
Will you
couple
stop?
minutes late, and
Fuck off.
like,
You sound like you're in like a tin can.
Dude, I love this Will.
and it sounds or that's new, right? Like I'm not
No.
until this
I just-
truck,
I
bro.
fucking
You
hated
literally
that
never
fucking
said that. Dude, you hated every car. The Lexus,
Well, I finally found
The
one that,
fucking
like,
The air ride Lexus, I'll never
the
forget
LS,
that.
dude. He
That was a
fuck
good
beat
car.
the. He didn't do shit to that
Dude,
motherfucker.
you go
either.
over a bump, the S would just bounce up into like an hour.
That was a good ass car.
Dude, that was terrible.
Will used to have an Integra GSR.
That was the best car I've ever
It was
had.
Oh.
red.
Wow.
That's the one
That's
I should.
sick.
Okay, if we're going back to like what we're talking about, that's the one I should have kept.
I had that
What?
was back when I had my Firebird.
he had a GSR.
Bro, you a Honda boy?
And
Yeah.
we were in Allen, bro,
That was
and we were on
perfect.
McDermott.
Wow.
And he fucked me up. Like
Ooh.
that car fucked my Firebird.
130 horsepower of pure fury.
No, that was a GSR, dude.
Yeah,
So
it's
what
like
is
GSR was
What are
Go
those
B8,
made?
B18.
He had
Yeah.
what,
VTEC.
you had some mods on that thing, right? Which I mean, back then
I don't
that
remember
shit
what they
moved
were.
out, bro. My TBI made like 155
Right.
horse.
Right. 305.
Dude, fucking skunk two header, like
speed.
every.
And no, it was a
fucking-
Probably,
5-speed.
yeah.
I had a fucking 5-speed manual, guys. Chill out.
Easy.
with a
Chill out.
Spectre
Easy.
intake and
That's,
everything.
no, no,
Loki?
no, no, no. They had the
The
like the
Opti
round
Spark.
ones. No, that's an LT1, bro. Chill.
The well,
TBI.
the well penis intake.
No,
or
no.
what?
That's
Uh,
only.
yeah,
No,
fine.
no,
That's what they
my
call it, dude.
TBI.
That's what they call it.
My
What's that is, I know what
no,
you're
it's
talking
really
about.
it's really called. It's a Skunk 2 whale penis.
It's a
intake.
whale penis
yeah.
intake.
for Honda.
I
It's
remember
literally
that.
called that.
I
But
remember
anyways,
that.
my TBI had the round one that looked like it went on a carburetor. Fuck you, bro.
Since when's there a train at Texas Car Rides?
That's the first time I've
the
heard
first
that.
time I've ever heard that
train.
I've never heard that train before.
I've never heard a train before.
All right,
Where's
so
the train track?
I had painted. I had a K&N drop-in, motherfucker.
I like it. Okay.
And
Did you put the sticker on the back of your
Yes,
car?
I did.
Yes,
no,
you
no, no, no,
did.
no, no, no. I put it on the lid, but I had painted that lid blue, and it didn't even match the car. Like the car was bright blue, and the lid was like this dark metallic blue. Dude, what's up with this train? Okay.
Dude, so we're all just.
All right. So
we're all Honda
hold on,
guys.
hold
I
on,
didn't know
hold
you were a
on.
Honda
Hold on.
guy.
And I had
Cool.
it. I had a chip from
Definitely a Honda guy.
TBIchips.com. Okay.
You actually chipped your
I
car.
had. I did literally chipped. Like I unplugged a chip and I
Wow.
placed a new chip in place of that old chip.
I don't know.
Like this.
Is that a thing?
That's what you did.
It was. I had an MSD
that?
coil pack, and I had Excel spark plug wires and a Flowmaster axle back.
You were
Oh, yeah.
flowing. for sure.
Performance stainless steel exhaust system.
Whoa.
Look.
and Will's GSR fucked me up, dude.
Mhm.
Damn.
Straight up.
It
Lo-
did.
Loki, have you got those, man? Or like full bolt-ons?
Yeah,
It's
no,
quick.
dude, those things. Yeah, I mean
I
that was
miss that car
the
so much.
for a Honda like that. I mean, well, the Type R, but nobody could afford that. But the GSR was like the golden standard of the Hondas.
They're hard to find too.
What-
Like now.
What's the
Yeah,
worst
oh, yeah.
Soon.
worst mod you've ever done, or
Worst?
most ghetto mod you've
Hey,
ever seen?
we didn't
Oh,
talk
man.
about his car. His first, or was the first car?
Oh,
What were we
man.
talking about?
Oh, what was my car
Dude,
that I,
tell him about the Camry, bro.
bro?
The whole the whole
The
Camry.
camera.
The
I will
whole-
never forget the
Oh,
The
camera.
whole
yeah.
the whole Camry was your
Bro.
worst mod.
Dude.
Like the whole thing.
the whole
So,
thing.
let's-
Yeah,
let's
Oh
think,
my God.
Let's think about a 11th, a 12th grader, senior in high school, driving a 1994 Camry with
95,
a fart can on the
95.
back.
95, bro.
Dude,
Chill.
that
exhaust on it?
Same thing.
Yeah, bro.
Oh
dude,
my
I
God.
know.
Hell
I
yeah, he
know,
had
dude.
exhaust on it.
Yeah, he
bro.
did.
know
And,
that.
and one style, boy. Get it right, man.
Where did that
Dude.
exhaust come from? Out of curiosity, who makes
dude.
an exhaust for a Camry?
At
I-
Miller's Muffler.
Yeah, probably, dude. No, I bought
Miller's
the,
Muffer.
Harry Hines.
Dude, I actually I got the exhaust tip, and
Harry
then
Hines.
I ended up
Did
told
you
my
bu-
dad. I was like, hey, bro, you gotta find like an exhaust shop and
There you go.
slap the shit on there.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought it sounded really cool.
You got that
was
shit
that
from Pet
was
Boys.
dude. No, I bought it.
Think about how excited you were at
Where did I
16 putting
get
a
it,
fart can on a
dude?
Camry. you
Yeah, it
know?
Sounded
Yeah,
really
dude.
cool, dude.
You're
it sounded
excited.
sick, bro.
Did it
You're
feel
excited.
faster?
Dude, that car got me into it.
Brrr.
Oh, dude, it was automatic too, bro.
Fuck
so-
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
When it hits that shift, it hits a little like flutter.
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
bro.
yeah.
That car was sick. I missed that car.
What
to this
what
day.
else did you have done to your?
I feel way better
I
about
went
Hold on,
to-
hold on. Actually, hold on, hold on. Can we
So,
describe the
I-
Camry a little
I'm-
better before you
dude,
go any further?
I think that the best
was-
mod that I did was I had some inky wheels.
Are we
It
still on
really
the
did
Camry?
have- It really
We're
did
still on
have-
the Camry.
Still on the Camry.
Oh,
it had,
shit.
It had some inky
Dude,
wheels,
this thing was
bro.
legendary.
Dude, Inkies back in the
And,
day were
uh,
expensive.
Dude, yeah.
They
Now
were
they're
silver,
cheap.
right?
But no, they were silver with a polished lip, dude.
Yeah,
I think it
Inkies
made
used
the
to be
car look pretty
expensive.
good. It was 4-door.
and it was jade green metallic.
Jade green, and then
With
I went
tan
to
interior
I went to
cloth.
AutoZone.
That's your first mistake.
That was my
AutoZone.
first mistake.
It was
And
a
I got
4-cylinder.
Dude, I got a Spectre
Oof.
red intake. Had to be
Whoa.
red. Couldn't do the blue.
Oh my
Had
god.
to be red.
Yeah,
Whoa.
And
dude. It made it faster.
Red
way
is
faster.
Wow.
Way faster.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, I messed some things up, dude, on the road. But I
What-
told you the other day,
Yeah,
dude,
this
I
is
got
funny.
fucked up hard by a 4Runner.
By a
Buy a
I got my shit pushed in by a 4Runner. I'll never
Yikes.
forget this day, bro.
Forerunners are so
Damn, it was
slow.
that bad.
No,
that it's
it
like
was-
10
it
years
was-
later.
Dude,
it was
back-
pretty bad,
and we're
dude.
still
Yeah,
thinking about
dude.
that 4Runner.
Actually, kind of funny story. Actually, going back to racing things. You remember I had my Lotus when I was like 23 years old. I bought a Lotus Elise for $17,000. I was like, man, this thing's so cool. It's an exotic. And I raced a Range Rover. Whoop the fuck out of me. Whoop the shit.
That's a
out of
Camry
me.
too, bro?
Dude, yeah, no shit.
That's a
Exact
V6
same
Camry.
I got the shit beat.
But no, that that
Wasn't it like an LR2 or something? Like,
Dude,
not
yeah,
even
just-
like a
dude,
supercharged
Nothing
one.
special. Just got my ass.
It was like a
Silverado.
It was like a Discovery, dude.
It was bad. It was bad.
I remember you called me.
Yeah.
You called me, dude.
Well, I mean, 190 horsepower pure fury of the Lotus.
does it
Elise.
even make that much?
And crank?
Okay,
Nah.
all right.
Nah.
Do you have pictures of that Camry?
Dude, I don't have any more on my phone. I
Oh,
don't.
Dang it!
God,
I would
don't.
put it up on the
Dude,
video.
I think-
Yeah,
I
you
think-
should see it.
Dude,
No,
you
no,
should
no, no,
see
no.
it.
We
I
will
think-
find the
I think
camera.
I think, yeah, dude, I have to have pictures.
Yeah.
I think the worst thing, I didn't do this. I think when my dad bought it, somebody cut the springs. It had a good stance
Aw,
to
bro,
it.
chill
Bullshit.
out, dude.
Yeah,
you went
I
out
do,
there
bro.
with your
Swear to
hacksaw.
God.
I had a
No,
good
swear to
stance to it.
Swear to God, I didn't
He
You
cut
know
took
that
the
the
they're
heat
springs.
hacksaws
gun.
start
He took
getting
the
away.
heat gun to him.
But I remember, dude, that car got me into cars, and it was pretty cool. And then Brenda, when I met Brenda, she hated it.
Well,
Dude,
shocking.
dude, I had to turn the AC
Shocking.
out to, I didn't want to
Props
lose
to
no
Brenda.
power.
Shouts
Dude,
Brenda.
I didn't want to lose power, and you never know, the guy next to you might want to run it, and you might lose like 4 or 5 horsepower with the AC on. So we couldn't roll around with the AC on.
Well, yeah, you got to turn the AC up if you want to make more power.
Yeah,
That's rule number 1.
that's rule number 1. But no, I think the car that I missed the most is probably I had an 08 Z06. I had an 08 Z06. Machine silver metallic.
That was nice. was a
That
very
that
nice
car I miss it a lot. It was a max effort heads cam build, nothing crazy, but at the time pre-COVID pricing, we paid $28,500 for it.
That's cheap.
20
Right now,
$28,500 for an 08 heads cam max effort Z06. That shit is absolutely unheard of right now.
yeah, that car right now would be
That
45.
that
I mean, we
car-
got one for 52.
Well, we got one for 52 right now, but
Super
dude, it'd be I think it popped up on Facebook again, and I think the guy ended up selling it for like 48, 49 grand, which is crazy. But that car, like we were
back.
talking about, it was a good bang for your buck, dude.
Yeah.
That car
was sick.
that car fucked some people up.
That's what got me into vets. I mean, I saw that car and I was like, holy shit, I gotta have one.
Mitch, did you just go to the bathroom again?
Dude, so back to Mitchell's.
That was fast.
Yeah, dude,
That was really fast.
I have a bladder of a 5-year-old.
and a brain also.
Hey, there's a green Camry pulling in.
Is it really, dude?
No, he's lost. That's a sign.
Dude,
though.
if we were to,
That's
we,
the
we need a
sign.
picture of the
Dude,
Camry.
If we were to ever get on trade, like a mid
No, you-
'90s
no.
Camry,
no.
No, bro.
100%, bro.
Nah, bro.
100%. I'm recreating that shit again.
So,
But-
We should probably go back to our questions or what?
or
Yeah, that would probably be good.
are we at an hour yet?
We are at an hour, yes.
We're at an hour right now.
past that.
An
We're-
hour
we're-
and
we're
12.
past that.
We've got a lot of editing to
You
do.
know,
There's
we're
a lot of
like-
editing
there's
to do.
definitely a lot of
There'll
editing.
be some editing to
This
do.
is the Texas
Hey,
Hot
let me
Rides
pick. Let me pick
after
two.
Yeah,
hours.
just swipe through
Oh,
those.
we're still going.
There's
Yeah,
some,
yeah.
we
Oh,
got
we're
like,
gonna still
we had
go.
like 20 fucking
There's like very little battery on the soundboard, so we'll see whenever it ends, it ends. But if it makes you feel any better about your Camry, I had a Subaru Outback Legacy.
Nah, dude, you
And
just
then,
fucked up.
And that was my first. That was my first car. I didn't have a choice. That's what I got.
All right, all right.
And I had blue flames painted on
Oh my
Oh.
it.
god.
And it was
Oof.
straight piped.
Oof.
Yeah, that thing was a bad image.
goodness.
Blue flame. Were they ghost flames?
Did it
Yeah,
make-
they're like blue ghost
Did
flames.
it,
Oh my
did it feel
God.
faster because of the flame?
No.
No.
How much
Nah.
horsepower did
I
that?
had strobe lights on it. Had neon lights on it.
Man,
It was.
Carl.
I was
me
true
your
to
best.
form with my Mexican compadres.
Hey, Bill, you got that box of
Yeah,
cards
Bill.
that we got to open.
Yeah,
What's
come on.
up?
What's going on?
Plenty of questions.
What stud built those dope ass display units on the showroom floor?
Mm-hmm.
What
are we talking about?
Shouts
The
to
displays.
G-Easy. We call him G-Easy.
Oh, G-Eazy.
It looks exactly
Yeah.
like
SA
it. It's fucking weird.
SA Design Build. He's a badass, and
Yeah, he
they're
is.
dope as
Yeah,
fuck.
the interior here looks awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did a great job.
Let's see.
Are we gonna shout out the architect who built this place or what?
Bro,
Who the fuck was that?
Mitchell.
Inside
Um,
joke. I'll just leave it at that.
Are you going to start listing any motorcycles?
Well, we could have today, but Mitch said no.
That is true. That is true.
We had
So-
an Indian Roadmaster, which is complete.
is the-
Was
geeky
that that
glide.
red one you pulled up in?
Yeah.
That's an old.
He
That
said
was-
no to that's a 3-pounder. Right
That
there.
was the oldest, mannest motorcycle
that's what I was
I've
thinking.
ever
And that's a- that
seen
ba- that's
in
a-
my whole
It's a 2015.
fucking
It's a
life.
2015 with only 9,000 miles, one owner, super clean.
but
God
that is an
damn.
old man special.
So
God damn.
It's still a
I got
motorcycle.
me an Indian.
Grab
I would
bagger.
never own an Indian bed.
Grab the bull by the horns and take a ride, brother.
Which I mean, I'm a huge fan of Indian. I'm a huge fan.
No
What?
lie,
No,
like
you
the
were
no,
you were a
But
huge
I-
fan. Of it.
Yeah, but I heard Polaris bought him out.
Yeah.
Dude,
The,
that
the
killed it
quality,
for
no,
me.
the quality of that bike was really nice. Like if you looked at
Yeah.
it
From a distance, that's a 10-footer
Fuck,
right
I'm
there.
getting
It's a
old.
10-footer.
That
You have to
bike
you
was
have
nice.
to ride one. They don't.
It didn't have
It
that
was
American
huge,
feel,
dude.
It
Like
didn't
you
have
walk
I think
out there.
yeah, it doesn't have the American feel. It's not a terrible motorcycle, but it does not. I don't know. There's just something about it.
It's
That's
like
just,
America made a Chinese manufacturer, basically.
Exactly what it is.
Is that not what
so
everything
is it like
What?
90% of America right now?
that's America, dude.
If America, did you just say if America made a Chinese manufacturer to make the parts
Did
for
I
America?
say that?
Yes.
Oh my god.
To
I
make
don't know
the
if I said
parts for
that.
America.
Oh,
It was
God.
a Chinese. It was American bike with Chinese. Yeah, I guess I did
Here
say
we
that.
go.
Yeah, I guess I did say
Oh,
that.
man.
So Mitch,
Yikes,
okay, let's
dude.
talk about this. So let's say we happen to get this motorcycle,
We're not.
and or not.
Or not.
Well, let's say we get this old man special motorcycle,
Dude, that thing was intense.
dude. So it's funny because this guy, you should hear him on the phone,
Happened today.
and Mitch grew up in Abilene and all that stuff, fucking Abilene, I guess. His voice will actually change when he's talking to somebody.
100%.
100%. Yeah.
So, Mitch, give me your impression of a 70-year-old guy
Dude.
walking in for that Indian motorcycle,
God.
or let's say like a crystal red Grand Sport,
No, it's fucking maroon, dude.
maroon.
Maroon.
I'm sorry. How would that conversation go? And he's from Abilene.
Ooh. Well, obviously.
Sell me a Grand
He
Sport.
can't do it. He just
Dude,
it's
do it.
just a natural.
You guys
You know,
have to.
it's-
You
it's
guys,
too-
it's
It gets
very-
too close to home.
You know, are we here for? Are we here for a Corvette? Are we here
Yeah.
for an Indian motorcycle?
How y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
how y'all doing?
I'm from West Texas.
Y'all come on out here. Let me show you this
Come on
Corvette.
out. Let's go for a test drive.
Let's go give her a one over.
Oh my god.
Come on
So-
now. You're busting my balls here. That's when they're negotiating.
Yeah, that's when they're negotiating.
So
I gotta feed my dogs,
There we go.
and if you don't buy this car, my dog's gonna starve.
Yeah.
The pugs.
And you don't want that.
Bugs.
Are you into animal cruelty?
Yeah.
Closes them every time.
I'm calling Peter.
What the hell?
Dude, Mitch's phone calls are the best,
yeah.
dude.
So you were customers first, like before you started working here.
So we're
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
a long time
Luis
ago.
and Fidel.
was Mitch your sales guy?
Well, I was the
Yeah,
only
yes.
sales guy.
He was
yes.
the- he was the
I've been the only
only
sales
sales
guy
guy.
He was
So-
the
for a
OG.
while.
I'll tell you what happened. I didn't buy a car. I almost bought a Miata, and then I didn't
He said
because
almost.
of Mitch.
He said
So
This is true.
I'll tell you
Mitchell.
my story, and then you can tell me your impression.
all right.
Oh, I remember this.
So I had a no, you don't.
Yes,
Fucking-
I do.
No,
Let-
you
let's
do
hear it.
not.
I
had,
wanna
a,
tell
had a
you.
1998 4Runner Limited, and I show up to
It's
look
a
at this
fucking
Miata.
gold mine now, by the way.
Yeah,
At the
yeah.
time, no.
It was. It wasn't in the great shape, but it wasn't rough.
Still $20 million.
Something like that. So I show up. I test ride this Miata. Mitch is on his phone the whole time we're on the test ride, not even paying attention. I used to
all
work
right.
for a Toyota dealership, so I'm like, this dude is not trying to sell me at all.
I
So
wasn't.
I get out of this car. I literally had cash in hand that day to buy that car. And Mitch gets out of the car. And he's like, "Are you trading anything?" It's like, "Yeah, that 4 rounds. Yeah, I could probably give you something for that." And then
Yeah, dude.
And it's
That
like, all
sounds
right. He's
about
like,
right.
all right, call me if you want it. And he just walks into the building. I'm
Oh,
sitting
that's
out there.
Mitchell.
Like, I was
Dude.
like, okay, I guess I'm not buying this Miata.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
Mitch still does that, and it
You're a
drives me
piece of
nuts.
shit.
Yeah.
No,
He did it today, dude.
He did. I know.
It fucking drives me,
It-
and it
it
doesn't
happens.
matter like
It
how many
happens.
times I'll say
No,
something. It just
I'll say my experience was a little better.
Yeah.
My experience was a
Yeah,
little better.
see, I sold both these guys' cars right
Yeah,
here.
mine
They're
wasn't
sitting at
that
the
bad
table
either.
right now
Yeah, you
because
stuck
of me.
around.
Yeah.
That's true.
good.
Because of me.
You
Dude,
can't be that bad.
Dude, so I walked in and I was like, I was pretty fucking annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I walked in every single day.
Dude, we had 5
Oh
cars.
my
So Texas
God.
Hard's back in 2009, 2010. We had like what? Like
15 cars.
on a good day?
No, more than that.
No.
It was
I felt like
definitely
I had
more
like
than
a
that.
good amount.
You're-
No, we had like 15 cars, and then Luis would sit here and look at all of them for like 5 hours.
I had nothing to do. I was a kid in school and
You know,
just
come
skip
look
school
at
and then
cars.
go look at some cars and then. Dude, it was
Dude,
it was
every
pretty fucked
day,
up.
bro.
Dude, every day, but dude, it got so
Every
fucked up
day.
because these guys knew what time
Yeah.
I was showing up.
Yep.
So
Close the
I
doors.
would show up.
No, we'd
and,
go to lunch.
And then I was like,
Close the
I would
fucking
hide in my
doors.
office.
I was like, hey, where's
that
where's
guy
all the
again?
guys at? They're like, oh, he went at lunch. And so I started getting the hang of it. And then I'll never forget. I walked in because I wanted a I think it's an 0304 Cobra. And then Mitch was like, bro, I got a deposit on that bitch. I can't sell that to you. And I was like, all right, cool. Sell me on something else.
We didn't take deposits back then.
Yeah.
Dang.
Damn. I just got hoed. All right.
Bro,
Oh,
I can't
shit.
believe you just said that. I can't believe you said that.
So then,
I'm
we
so-
did
I'm so
100% took
We did.
deposits back
We
then.
did.
So then,
we took deposits.
yeah, it broke my heart. I really wanted a Terminator. So I was like, all right, Mitch, what's the next best thing? And I guess I caught Mitch in like a good mood, and he was like, bro, look at this fucking 06 GTO.
That's it, bro.
That's
LS2,
it.
baby.
LS2, and
That
he
was a
goes,
nice car,
he
actually.
goes
There was
like,
back in the
It's
day.
a nice car. I got fucking
I think it
T-boned
had like
really hard.
18,000 miles on it, didn't it?
It did. It
Yeah.
had 18.
I don't know why I remember
it had,
that.
It had 17,989.
Because it sat in the junkyard half its damn life.
Yeah, brother. So Mitch is like, all right, all right. Do you know how to drive stick? And I was like, no, dude.
No.
I was like, no, dude.
I don't know how to drive a stick.
I was like, dude, I don't know how to drive that, dude. Like, I want that car, but I don't know how to drive. And Mitch is like, all right, dude, I'll teach you.
I'm
in
gonna
less
teach
than-"
you how to drive a stick.
Mitch goes, I'm gonna teach you how to drive stick in less than 10 minutes. And I
Oh,
was like,
no.
all right.
You know what?
And so then,
it happened.
dude, Mitch literally goes, dude, you just put it in first gear. You just push the clutch down and like
Just fucking go.
That's it.
Just
Just
fucking
go.
go.
Just go,
Just
dude.
go.
Yeah, dude. But anyways, long story short, ended up getting the GTO. Finding out later, got T-boned. But it's all good though. I love that car. I had it for 7 years, and
Now
it
you
was
work here.
probably
And,
it
and
was a
now
good
you work
it
here.
was a good experience. You know, I think it was a good experience. Yeah.
How are you, Fidel?
Mine was good, honestly, too. What happened when I went in there, came with my dad. I saw Mitchell there. I was like, hey, man, tell me. I just wanted to go see the Honda, and then I just didn't know what to do. I was like, hey, bro, can you give me your best price or something?
Can you give me your
I was honestly very young. I didn't
off
know.
the rip?
My
Let's
parents did
hear
not
it.
speak English. Mitch was just going back and forth with Bill, I guess. And I went on a test drive. I didn't know how to drive either. Told me the same thing, and then that's it.
You just
About
put
to
it in
drive.
first and just
Put
do it,
in
dude.
first
Just
and fucking send it.
do
That's probably
Yeah,
when my
yeah,
first
fucking
gear went
send
out.
it. That's probably why my
Honestly, I didn't know how to drive it. I bought it.
dude. No, but overall, I had a really good experience. I think so. I don't think it was bad at all.
Good.
Good.
Well, that's good.
That's
Great.
good.
Yeah.
You two are the only ones.
Thank you.
should
You
see
were the
Hulu
only
minutes.
Hey, you're sitting here, bro.
And then look at us now.
I'm-
Yeah, we're here.
You just
So.
happened to be next door to where I work. That's why. That was the only time that I ever went to the other location.
Which one did you go to? The one out
There was
Billy
Billy
Mitchell?
I guess I don't know.
We're just literally shitting on us this whole time.
It's great.
Nice, yeah.
And you know,
It's
I'm
great.
the center of it.
No, 100% all the time.
Mitch, I mean,
Come on.
bro.
No, I understand. I understand. I haven't come in.
All right,
Clown.
got a question. What car is the one that made you most bitter because you tried to do so much to it and that just kind of flopped?
A 2013 GT 500.
I want to say that GTO. I've just caught on fire twice.
what do you say, Bill? What do you
All right,
think,
let's start with Bill.
Yikes.
Let's start with Bill.
Would it be the BMW or would it be the
Oh,
Hey,
the
the
that's
R8?
funny.
That's
old
he literally
R8.
That's
just called
solid
me.
now.
He just called me.
Okay.
I'll see what's up. But apparently he found some interesting things,
Oh, good.
and it should be
Not good, bro.
the M4. I fucking love that car.
That
first
car is
off.
sick, dude.
That car
Yeah.
is so sick.
That is
and,
quick.
and I have
Real
poured
quick.
a lot of my own blood, sweat, and tears, other people's blood, sweat, and tears, and of course money into that thing. It's a really nice car. It's just ran into some tuning issues as of late, but my Mitch, what's wrong with you?
I just muted
Pay
him.
attention.
I can hear his TikToks from
I-
here,
I'm not.
dude.
The fuck?
I don't know, man. I mean, every car, right? Every race car has its own. Every race car has its own quirks, right? You do a full
Right.
build.
Right.
The 13 Shelby never was quite where it needed to be. It did get towards there at the end, but that's kind of honestly that was my fault. I bought a whole bunch of parts, trying to save money. I should have just dropped it off and say, hey,
I want to make this much power.
but yeah, that was on me. That's not anybody else's fault. So that car, I think the most upsetting part of that car was the fact that I got rid of my V. wagon for that car.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was the most upsetting part. What did I buy after the Shelby? I don't remember.
That's a good question.
Damn.
The Bentley.
Yes.
Oh, the Bentley.
Had a
Yeah,
Bentley.
That was pretty
Bentley.
cool. That was pretty cool.
But then he bought wheels for it that never sealed correctly. He had a flat tire every day.
Oh my god.
Thank you, HRE.
HRE, dude.
HRE.
3-piece wheel. Every time he woke up in the morning, he had a flat tire.
That was awesome.
Fix a flat.
Not, no.
The Bentley. Damn, I didn't know that about the Bentley. Wow.
Yeah, no, I had bought some HRE 3-piece wheels,
And we ended up actually
they
getting
looked
that
really
Bentley
good on my
back.
car. Yeah, we got it back 3
It looked
times.
amazing.
The last time was probably its last time.
That was a really nice Bentley,
For
and
about a week.
and
Yeah,
then
we
I put
sold
those
to a
wheels
guy
on
who
there.
does
No, I
Botox.
took the wheels off. Like
Yeah, we
I
did.
probably had the wheels for what, a month on that car, and then I took them
Yeah,
off.
because they wouldn't keep air. So, like, it was,
No,
I'd get
that's
rid of
not
them
why
too.
they came off though. It wasn't that bad, dude. It wasn't that bad. No, it
It
wasn't.
was that
No,
bad.
we got them fixed. It wasn't that bad. I had I had about a 2 to 3 month, maybe a year time in my life where for some reason it was so weird. For some reason,
You didn't have air in your tire.
I just every fucking car I drove, I curbed the fuck out of the
Bill
wheels.
loved hitting curbs.
I
Like,
hit curbs,
Really?
curbed curbs. I bounced
All the
off
time.
curbs.
Engraved the curve.
Whatever it involved, the rim hitting the fucking curb or side
So-
or whatever. That's what I did
so I'm
for,
like-
for like
I'm
months
35
straight.
years
I don't know,
old,
dude. It's
you
so
know.
weird.
Back in my
And I'm
20
very. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm like very
I have a
cautious
story.
about that.
I have a story.
Even before that. But that time in my life, that's just what happened.
We
It was,
had-
it was crazy.
We had a couple of drinks downtown, and Bill's like, he didn't drink that much, so he took me home, and I was kind of making out with a girl in the backseat of his new Bentley, and we were
It's
trying
his
to,
wife now.
We were
Yeah.
trying to
His wife.
exit.
I hope so.
We were trying to
hit.
exit the highway, and all of a sudden the Bentley slams into the curb at like 70 miles an hour.
Yeah,
blows,
dude. Right on. Yeah, on the
blows
top. I
2
remember that.
tires.
No, we didn't blow a tire. We just bounced the fuck.
Oh,
off
we
of
just
it.
bounced the fuck off.
Oh, bound
The 2 tires was in our buddy's Andy's Mercedes.
Oh, I remember that too. Yeah, John.
That was rough.
Yeah, Bill thought the
Same
curb
time period.
just went over the curb. I thought.
Yep.
But
now
yeah,
he
no,
drives
that
a
was-
truck, so
yeah,
problem
no,
fixed.
Yeah. So we fixed some rims on the for the next 3 months. We fixed a lot of
Yeah.
wheels.
Dude, that was crazy. Like, what the?
yeah,
that baffles me. What the fuck?
We need to work on your driving
Jesus,
skills.
I'm good, bro. It was that
good.
one time period, right? I don't know. That was wild.
What has to be the ugliest car that y'all have ever sold?
Oh, there's a lot.
We had an
Hey.
SSR with Gator all over.
Oh yeah,
it.
dude.
A little later, Gator, dude.
that was
Later,
Mitch.
Gator, dude.
Oh
I
man, that
love
was
this
clutch,
story.
Mitch. Okay, so we
So-
got the ugliest car we've ever taken in. So we had a guy. Man, it was either trade-in or auction. I can't remember. That part of it's gone. But we got an SSR. It was black, and down each side of the bed, or quarter panel, whatever you want to call it, down each side of the bed, it had airbrushed in. It had the big wheels keep on turning, and
And they do.
and with 3 dots at the end of it, to like
Special
just
effects.
Keep it turning.
a little more,
Right,
kept
right.
the story going.
Am I muted?
On the tailgate? On the tailgate, it had a whole, like, I don't know, montage or just an airbrushed,
And airbrushed, yeah.
like, fucking masterpiece, right? And it had alligators. It was a Louisiana swamp with alligators, fucking like shrimp, dude, and like fucking crawdads and shit. And yeah, dude. And on the dash, glued to the dash,
Glued.
was a miniature, real as fuck, alligator head painted white.
No, I think it was an albino alligator, wasn't it?
It was just painted white.
It's fucking skull.
Dead. It's
Why would
it's dead, isn't it? What? How the fuck do you know if it's albino? What? Oh my god, dude!
I thought it was an albino alligator this whole time.
It's fucking the skull of it, dude. How the fuck do you know it? Oh my god.
No, it looked albino. All right, I'm just gonna let you know.
God.
Oh my god. Okay.
Buddy.
Holy cow.
Okay, so on the dash was glued this alligator head. And I'm sorry, on the back on the,
Luis is losing it.
underneath this, the painting on the trunk, it said "Later Gator."
Later Gator.
On the back of the hatch or trunk or whatever you want to call it of the SSR, the tailgate, whatever the fuck those things are.
Oh man.
It said "Later Gator."
What is
so
it, though? Like,
we dubbed the skull of the skeleton. Obviously, we couldn't sell it with a fucking
Right, so we took that off.
an alligator skull on there. We kept that because it was so fucking corny.
I think we still have it till this day.
We do.
No, we don't. We lost
It,
Wait,
no, I know where it's
we
at.
still have it?
I know
We
where it's
still
at.
have
Where is it?
That skull
see.
was dubbed the Later Gator, and in the Later Gator, we used to literally we called it later gatoring. We used to later gator each other in random ways, and
It was awkward.
it was like you'd go.
Dude, this is great, dude. This is where it gets good. This is where it gets
You'd go to
good.
use the urinal, and you just walk
The
in.
later Gator's just right
out
on
of
top,
nowhere,
just staring
dude.
at
Like
you.
You're minding your own business, dude, and there he is. It's the fucking Later
It's
Gator.
the fucking
right?
later Gator.
So where's he at now?
He's in the back. He's
I
in
think he's- yeah,
John's
he's in the back.
office or John's
in the back,
other office.
the second office.
The Later Gator died.
the albino.
The
later-
albino Later Gator died off for the most part after the most ultimate Later Gator story, and that was Later Gatoring went on for like a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, a long time.
And then so I married my wife and went on my honeymoon.
Yeah.
Oh my
True
in
story.
Las Vegas, right? And we're staying at this really nice place. I think we were at the Cosmo. Super nice balcony, dude. And we get there and we're just enjoying ourselves. And then we get a knock on the door.
Oh god.
True story.
And okay, we go open the door. Hey, how's it going? And it's a representative from the Cosmo, and they have this most perplexing look on their face, like they are trying to figure out the meaning of life right now.
Oh my god.
This is good.
But in his hand is one of those silver things like you see in the movies with the round
The
things
dinner plate
they
thing, yeah.
pull off the top, and like there's the badass meal right there. So I'm like, okay, cool. We're getting like something for our honeymoon, maybe some stuff they do. I don't know. Dude, this guy pulls the fucking top off of this shit in Las Vegas, and it's the fucking Later Gator.
we overnighted the Later Gator to their suite, called the manager, said, "Hey, I need you to do all of this."
And the guy on the
And he
phone
did it.
was like, they were like, you want us to put a fucking alligator?
Yeah, you want to put an alligator head
In
in
this?
a dish?
That's awesome.
That's so funny.
I will never forget. I couldn't laugh. I just stood there in like pure awe,
Just
right?
what
And
happened?
I'm just like, oh my god, that's ultimate.
And
like,
somehow the Later Gator ended up back at Texas Hot.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
after
bro.
that, no, we're gonna keep that forever.
but that was crazy. And the person's like, I'm supposed to give this to you.
It's true.
And,
True story.
Yeah, that was wild. I that completely caught me off guard. But that stems from the ugliest piece of
THR history
merchandise.
ever.
An SSR.
An SSR.
An SSR.
That's pretty.
Any close crap cars to that one?
I mean,
I'm sure there's plenty. But there has to be one.
What's a
that was really bad. Dude.
that was yeah.
Dude, we've gone through 10,000 cars. I mean, yeah, of course we've had some ugly ones, you know.
Have you sold anything to an importer that's going to
Yes.
take that car to Mexico?
Yep.
Ooh. I
No,
mean,
to
Do you have
Norway.
any
not to
stories on that?
not to Mexico.
Yes,
We sell a lot of stuff
Have we?
to
Yeah.
Norway. To Norway,
Oh, yeah.
like Switzerland and
Yeah,
stuff like
Switzerland,
that.
Norway,
When I
Germany.
used to sell cars at that Toyota dealership, we used to have this one wholesaler that would always take cars to Mexico. And he took this one car that was in an accident and it had multiple, it had been hit from multiple angles. And I think it had like 250,000 miles. This guy buys it, takes it to Mexico, and then we call him back and be like, hey, you need to bring this car back because, oh my gosh. Because now I can't think. You're in my head.
I got you.
So
Bro, this later Gator's gonna
this
come
is-
out
this
tonight.
is-
bro.
I'm
Every
telling
night.
you. I'm telling you.
I'm already contemplating.
But they called. Hey, there's some title work issue. This I think the car was stolen or something like that happened. So they bring the car back. They tell the guy to bring the car back, and the thing has like 100,000 miles less.
100 miles less.
I had 100,000. That car looked brand new, and it had 100,000 miles less than when it left the dealership.
Nice.
And so I was like, oh, can't do that, buddy.
That's badass.
He didn't roll it back. He actually just drove it so much that it.
He
in
just-
reverse.
he just went backwards.
In reverse.
He
yeah.
put it
No,
in
no,
re- he put it in reverse.
$1 million plus miles on it. Dude.
That's
Dude,
what
this
the-
thing looked
Put it in reverse,
immaculate.
Terry.
You put it in reverse, Terry. That's what the R means, dude.
Yeah.
You roll them
Put it
suckers
in
back.
base. That's where you needed that sound effect.
Which one?
All of them.
All of them.
Dude, do you think that? Do you think that when? Do you think that the guy who opened the dish shit for your honeymoon thing was thinking, was this bitch albino or not?
That's funny you asked because when he
Dude,
opened it, he said, "I'm supposed to hand you this albino
There you go.
skull
I told you, Albino.
Oh my
I
God.
told you
of an
that.
alligator." Because the skull's white, you see?
So this
Must
is
be
the
albino.
this is the Texas Hot Rides After Hours podcast.
Podcast. This is it.
This is it.
Bitch, drink the electrolyte.
Mitch, you need some electrolytes.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Oh my God.